Man the harpoons! Ladies and gentlemen, man the harpoons! We're hunting whales tonight. This should be fun. And I am not alone. Here's Optimus.
Whoa. Hello there.
Hello. And I'm waiting on Piper, too, because Piper's coming in as well.
Nice.
We're going to have fun with this.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have a lot of fun. Because we both got announcements. We both got, and I'm glad that it's people from Graded with me, because we have a co-announcement, I guess you could say, that we'll be doing tonight. I did not expect this to happen. I was a little surprised.
I'll be honest with you. It was when I was showing the screenshot, I was like, "Really?"
Me of all people.
Yeah. Oh, it was weird.
People are throwing money at me already.
Go for it.
Goodness. I'm not saying no.
No.
But let us. I need to actually pull up the window so I can actually read the fucking donations, because I'm not monetized on this channel yet. If you have not subscribed to Sleeveless Comics yet, though, please do so. Won't hurt you anything, doesn't cost you anything. Chaos Sonic says, I think even killer whales would be offended because they wouldn't go near Renfamous. Ouch.
Oh, damn. We don't need to do anything. The chat
is so much spicier.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. I love it. So, we need to talk about something that is now verboten, I suppose. I made a mistake, apparently, in the eyes of some. I don't think it was a mistake at all. I think I was telling the truth. But the mistake I made was I said that I am a superior writer to Ta-Nehisi Coates, and then when it comes to another particular writer out there, a certain other comic book I am working on will prove that I'm better at writing women than she is. Because, I ain't gonna lie, I like to boast a little bit because I'm very confident in my abilities. But, Twatfamous, Renfamous, whatever you want to call her, said that, Checkmate Everyone Comicsgate has won. She took one out of panel. I should just show the tweet.
Man, if that's all it took, why didn't you do Englewood sooner?
I know, right? Now you can't really see the full tweet. This is just what somebody sent me.
Yeah.
But she takes a panel from Englewood. It's very early on, where I have a black gangster who was in his 40s talk like a black gangster who was in his 40s. There's Piper.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you get in the drama stream before me, you asshole!
Man, I just clicked on the link. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why'd you give him the link? Optimus, don't reply to that person. We don't need that drama. Don't reply to that person. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go on over here and say how I really feel over on Micah's stream, and then Micah can get blamed for it instead. No, there you are.
Oh goodness.
Now, to be fair, I was invited like 5 p.m. this afternoon. So.
What the fuck? I had to ask to be on, and I'm the one that's actually like, what the fuck?
Get wrecked again.
Wow. What the fuck, both of you? That's some bullshit.
Always get
I'm the one that's actually. I've had more dealings with Ren than both of you. Fine.
No, I'm glad you're here, honestly, because I think that's your unique perspective is going to be very appreciated here, like for real.
Xavier wants to come in too, Optimus. If you could go ahead and send him the link for me.
Yeah.
So
I'm kidding.
Hey, let me go find Evil Bob. Hold on, no, I'm kidding.
But what's funny to me is yeah, she takes one out of context panel. By the way, she found the JoJo reference. Because that's what that panel is. It's a JoJo reference.
It looks like a JoJo reference.
Oh, yes. My artist, like Brian, is a huge JoJo fan. Like huge.
Nice.
Which is interesting to me because his art style is more like the guy who does Baki the Grappler, in my opinion. Kind of, well, by way of Ed McGuinness.
Yeah. Well, you know, technically that and JoJo art style are a little bit similar.
Yeah.
JoJo's just way more stylized.
Definitely. And, but I have, again, I have a, let me do the thing here. I have a 40-year-old black man, again, talking like a 40-year-old black man who's, from the hood. You know, you can see it there.
Yeah.
You ain't the first, kid. You won't be the last. What you gonna do? Take down each gang, gangsta by gangsta? Which are all words that somebody from that area would say. I would know, because I'm from Chicago! Xavier's here.
No, you can't accurately write, you know, dialogue for people of color unless you are people of color, because everybody knows people don't talk to each other.
I know, right? So, couple donations, not the last one, says, who is this late 2000s manga artist wannabe? Queen Grifter? You're not wrong. Chaos Sonic says, the difference between Renfamous and killer whales is that killer whales are social creatures and actually teach others and their kids properly. Renfamous thinks that kids are abominations. Oh, Jesus.
Yep. She did go there one time, at least one time.
Yeah, I would agree with. Jesus
also,
Christ.
killer whales are just pretty badass in general.
Exactly. But here's what I find interesting is down here she takes like some clips there and puts them around my face because I am white. First off, I am half Jew, so I will not tolerate your anti-Semitism. I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. I don't really give a shit. But so that's your argument. I'm white. So I can't be a better writer than Ta-Nehisi Coates.
But I just
Not allowed.
It's like I said, you know, she said it. I guess that's his checkmate on everyone. Comics Gate 1. I mean, I just
Nice.
Why didn't you get Englewood out sooner? What the hell, man? We'd have been so much better off.
I didn't think that my little comic that could would be the thing that, you know, puts it to an end of it. But fuck, man. But
Victory, man. That should mean that she shuts the hell up, right? Like
you would think, but Changus puts in a buck, says Whalefamous just projecting that no black man's BBC out there would ever harpoon her fat hollow abyss that is a sorry excuse for a vagina. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
That is brutal but accurate.
Fuck.
That's
Changus, I didn't know you had it in you. What's
That's graphic.
God damn.
Like I said, we could go to the rest of the night just read comments from the chat and not have to.
Oh, yes.
Dude, we could read all the good ones on Twitter, too.
It would also be 100 times more
Her
entertaining
goons
than
are
anything
laughing. Have
Renfamous
y'all
made.
noticed that?
Oh,
she
I
does
got-
not have near the same amount of goons that she used to.
Oh, I know. Like, this is one that I found kind of funny. Was like, so this dude has been, like, hounding me, I guess, like, Seferici Jones. She's never gonna suck that dick. I just want you to know. Never gonna happen. But I'm about to drop a Micah Curtis trademark on you. So your argument is I'm white. Your argument is I'm white. When you look like this.
The soy is strong with this one.
I'm seeing a very Ethan Van Sciver Storyman sketch. Right
You look
here.
like Ben Kuchera before male pattern baldness set in.
Isn't this the guy that made that left-wing RPG that everyone, all the lefties fucking hate?
I don't know. This guy like, if I could think of a prototypical skinny Bernie voter, this is the guy I would pick. Prototypical Bernie voter would be T.J. Kirk, but still.
Ooh, do the one I gave you.
Real quick, I had one more insult. This particular guy looks like if the wind blows in a certain direction, he gets incredibly offended.
Actually.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I can hear it. Yep. He's vegan.
Of
Gonna tell you about it.
course he is.
Oh, I don't know. He might not be since it's not in his bio. And, you know,
I don't know.
It's
He's
definitely going to be in their
talking
bio.
all this shit like. Now to Lauren Shen. Now that's what I call. You do not get to say this to people. Preston Poulter is astonished by your bootlicking.
Ooh.
Good lord.
And he's licked quite a few things.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
How he doesn't have E. coli is beyond me. Darth Bobcat says, Devil's Advocate, aren't we playing into their hands with sound bites and roasts? No, we're monetizing their stupid.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, see, this is why I'm going over to Micah's channel to do it, and I'm not over on Great at doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because tomorrow night we have a guest, actual work, try to help somebody out.
Yeah.
Something that's actually important. Not just saying this ain't important.
Wow, you're just gonna go on Micah's stream and fucking call him out like that? Goddamn,
He
dude.
knows I'd dunk on
Bruh.
him if I wanted to.
This is why you should have only let me on.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
But Chaos Sonic throws in another buck, says, so she's trying to support the man who would most likely want to kill the Jewish people. Now she's after the half Jewish person.
Gee.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty confident I never said anything. I've never said that I wanted to fire hose gay people. I'm just saying.
I've definitely
Her and
never
Doug
even had
Tenaple
that,
would get along really well.
right?
Wow, it's funny how similar they get together.
I know, right?
But yeah, dude, that's all wouldn't even cross my mind. That's some crazy shit.
This one I thought was really funny. Because
Yeah.
Piper pulled a me.
Yep.
You did it.
In 3 pictures.
Okay, what does it say here?
Sorry I couldn't crop them. I was on my phone.
You're good. Piper, go ahead and read that out for us.
Oh, well, I can't remember what he was replying to now. But
It was
they
something
went-
about me.
It was about how you looked or something. And he said, I don't know about that. Looks like the type of guy who'd be huge with anyone familiar with his sex offenders list.
Oh.
Heavy breathe.
Looks like one of those people that I've known for years.
That's what he looks like. Exactly. It's even better because when Twitter crops it, it's right under him.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he's pointing up at it. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah.
pointing up at him. Explain this fucker. he said.
This dude looks like
He is the sex offender list.
if there was a meth head magazine, this guy would be the cover model.
yeah.
Like seriously, like Jesus Christ.
But that little biohazard thing on his hand, that's not a tattoo. That's a stamp. That's like
Yeah.
stay away.
Oh, good
The government
lord.
has declared him a walking
He
biohazard.
think him edgy, you guys.
Oh yes.
God,
So,
freaking edgy.
Do not get in eyes.
Oh goodness. Okay, Chaos Sonic. Oh wait. Black Merc throws in a buck. Says that Liam and Micah. He misspelled Micah. Dude, my name is not that hard to figure out. I'm in between Jonah and Habakkuk, and he says are cry bullies.
Aw.
Good luck with that argument. Anyway, thanks for the money, idiot. All right, I'm gonna pay you money to insult you.
I like what Servant of God
Alright.
said something.
I
He ate the
mean-
whole list, talking about the previous homeboy.
I'm down. So far, no one's been better at me than at making fun of me, though.
Yeah.
But they can try.
Chaos Sonic says her and Hydra Cap would get along really well. She could hide behind Hydra Cap like a coward. I don't know. The guy who wrote Hydra Cap seems like he would hide behind a girl's skirt, but that's just my opinion.
Save me, lady.
What does the chat say here? Conservative guy, Alan Hughes says looks like his teeth matches his IQ. Oof. What
I
else
like
we
that
got?
he is the list, the whole list. Like, yep. That's him. He is the entire list.
They got
Oh,
the
yes. Frog G says soy, not even once.
pretty much.
And there was some other person that had like an Antifa symbol in their bio with like, but it was leaf blowers or something like that. That got the Wendy's treatment.
Well, they're trying to appropriate
Oh,
what the
yeah, the Wendy's. Yeah,
Wendy's man.
the Wendy's one. Yeah, I went. way too long with that. I lost the plot somewhere and just started having fun.
Hold on a second. Stato wants me to do something. After stuff, I want you to say something. I need you to say previously on X-Men. Okay. Previously on X-Men.
There you go.
You're cheating me, old man. What's going on here? Ah, my mind! Wild man of Borneo. See you.
You're doing the hot cut of everything that ever happened in the X-Men cartoon.
Chaos Sonic puts in another bug, says paying to insult, talk about being smooth brained. You'd be surprised how many people do it.
Yeah.
Okay, like I will take your money and spend it.
If they want it read out loud, fuck it.
Yeah, I really don't care. Like, oh no, some random person on the internet doesn't like me.
Ooh.
Chimera says, why is Liam speaking an American accent? Oh, it's Micah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that one.
And Chimera's going to be on the show tomorrow night. So
Sweet. All right. It is done. The Englewood. So this is one of the announcements that we were going to talk about tonight. So I guess I'm kind of forcing the hand, but fuck it. The Englewood Peregrine crossover script. I actually just finished it last night. It is 50 plus pages. 2 parts and an epilogue. And wouldn't be possible without fan demand. Let's be honest. People saw this poster and they went crazy. You know, they're like, I was getting DMs from people. People are hitting me up on Twitter and all this other stuff. Just from the line work. They're like, we need to see this. You know, we need to see this comic. So it is happening. I just need Piper and... I need you guys to, you know, finish approving it, and then Piper and Hatman, you two can get together on the editing, and you know it will be ready to roll. So,
yeah, I'll finish reading it tomorrow. I've been out all weekend.
yeah,
but I am hyped.
Yeah, I actually
read
through it last night. The only thing I would say, there's a couple of thematic things need change, but it's very, very light thematically. You know, so
Nice.
we got you. We know it'll be corrected. Ain't no big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's pretty cool. I am now officially the second writer to script her, so that's interesting. I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and she's fun to write too. That's the crazy thing. She has been a lot of fun to write.
Yeah. So I like you really imparted a youthful exuberance.
Yeah.
What I saw, I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'll get to read the rest of it, but I'm confident from what I have read. I'm confident in the rest of it being just as hype. And he was saying he was getting DMs, and I remember when the line art for this was first released, I was getting some too that were so you're crossing over with Englewood. When is that happening? And I was like, hold that thought, like.
Yeah, it's needless to say, it's pretty exciting. I think that it's going to be a big success too. So, let me have a look here. Oh, apparently something's transphobic now. Oh, somebody's giving the SJW some shit. I love that. No. So, all right. Got a couple more donations here. Darth Bobcat says, my friend got the Englewood director's cut. I got him as a gift. He was wondering if the Saint's mask was supposed to be shaped kind of like a coffin. If it had that shape in some of the art. He thought it was a neat effect, if intentional. Kind of. Little elements of that. There's a lot that went into the design of the costume. And oddly enough, there's some things about it that actually haven't even been explained yet, that are going to be explained in book 3, which is a little bit down the road. Because while we're waiting for stuff to go, for Brian to do his book and stuff like that, and to do Englewood book 2, me and Armand are doing stuff behind the scenes to get us ready for the future. So we've got concept done and all ready, so that whenever we get time, we get this taken care of. So it's going to be pretty badass.
Nice.
Hey, Hardboiled, can you get rid of the that one dude? He's being a dick. So I don't have time for that shit. So
it doesn't know what words means.
Apparently not. I mean, I'll take your money. You can call me a grifter. You're the one who paid me.
Yeah, but most of everybody that uses the term grift has no idea what grift means.
No.
It's just like, this is the word we learned last week.
Now we're getting into a bidding war. So, so Mercury, you're gonna have to beat $5. Not the last one says, "Hey, Boomer Man, you are very hefty and a bully. Here is my money. That means I win automatically."
Damn, he got you.
Yeah, I'll just take care of the guy.
I don't know. It's kind of like what did the guy call you today, Xavier? That was in that Micah thread where you told him it was a Wendy's and you need to pull around.
You mad gator?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh
man,
yeah, you
we
mad
were
gator?
teasing Xavier. Said, man, he got you. Yeah, it's over. You just never recover. Just total destruction.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Wendy's
really.
one, and that was the Wendy's one.
Damn, I guess my days of comics are numbered.
And I like the fact
yeah.
that I like the fact that Piper comes in right after, kind of like she's the manager of the store, and it's like, man, Karen, you still need to pull around.
You're holding up the line.
Oh goodness. What even got me though is that it's rather obvious that Renfamous has never, or any of these punks have never read Ta-Nehisi Coates' comics because they don't buy comics.
No, they don't.
Exactly.
You know, like it's particular, like ridiculous. So they're mocking me for basically, you know, using street lingo and stuff like that for a black character, right? Well, let's have a look at how Ta-Nehisi Coates writes black people.
Oh.
And by the way, this is not a gangster. This is random black guy.
Yeah.
This ain't somebody in the quote life, as they call it.
Yeah.
You know, this is just a dude protesting.
Yeah.
And saying stuff like that. Yeah.
And he apparently can't write white people either. Or cops. Get a job, Tyrone. Who says that?
Cops would,
Right.
in a perfect world, you know, sometimes they're going to say something, but in a perfect world, cops, especially when they're in riot gear stuff, are going to be silent.
Yeah.
You know, they're not gonna tip their hand because their job is there to, you know, try to preserve order. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying it don't happen, but you know.
By the way, you're gonna get on me for a guy saying gangsta by gangsta, but all of y'all is bacon now is perfectly fine.
Right?
Shut the fuck up.
So there's a difference between writing them like they have accent, pretty much. It's pretty much like writing an accent.
Yeah.
Versus flat out writing them to sound like they are stupid.
Yeah.
Like there's a difference. And this ain't it. This isn't lingo. This is just making them sound ignorant.
Look what Timber Tone said.
Is Tyrone's dad a cop? Sounds like a disappointed father.
Yeah, it wasn't a cop just being mean. It was just like his dad's like, son,
Get a
Son,
job,
go
Tyrone.
get a
Shut
job.
up, Daddy.
So
get a job.
So
You owe me rent.
I'm gonna have to reply. So this guy says here, it's the contractions that matter, not what the words convey. Good sign of a writer there, not remotely style over substance. Also, what is what you a contraction for?
Well, what
What are you?
What are you? I mean, like,
Yeah, what you doing?
Renfamous is on Twitter 24/7. She has no job. Do you remember, Micah? You might remember this. One day, Ethan deleted his Twitter account for like 8 minutes. You might remember this.
Yes.
And he says, I wanted to do an experiment. And in that 8 minutes, Renfamous within 30 seconds says, Ethan Van Sciver has deleted his Twitter account.
Yep.
And I'm like,
She was the only one that noticed.
only one that knows. Nobody else, nobody, you know, people over here, you know, Comicsgate people, nobody noticed it. The only person who found it and made the thing about it was Renfamous.
Yeah. She
I
sits
think,
on his Twitter and just refreshes, man.
I think at one point, he said that she actually started like going by his sleep pattern.
Yeah, she figured out his sleep schedule so that she could be there to watch him when he was posting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, post the most often during this time. Almost never post during these hours. Extrapolation, you know, movements of the sun. I've got you now, fucker.
Well, that's bad because, like, you know, in my case, because I sleep so irregularly, that would be hard to do with me because, like,
Yeah.
I might sleep for like 2 hours and pop up and do a tweet and go back to sleep.
Yeah, no kidding.
I can go
Also, here's what I find interesting is all these guys that are attacking me. Yeah. So let's use their arguments. Like they always talk about diversity and stuff like that because I'm a conservative guy. Blah blah blah. You know, he doesn't care about diversity. The 63% of my workforce at Sleeveless Comics is non-white.
How about that?
Interesting. That's this is the sort of insanity that these people they don't really give a shit about anything that they say that they give a shit about. You know, it's ridiculous to me.
It's like the other night when we were on Mandy's channel. What did I say, Pipes? We had 3 women, 2 minorities, and it was. I made another point, but I forgot what that third one was. But still, it was like.
Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, Comicsgate hates women and minorities. Totally hates them. Wants them out of the industry.
Oh yeah.
That's why they're making it so easy for us to get a foothold in indie comics and figure out, you know, how to get by and do this shit. Yep, they totally don't want us in.
I you know, when we literally on our show have a Native American.
Yeah.
all our thumbnails and you know, many of our finest trailers are produced by a Venezuelan boy.
Exactly.
Yep.
31 years old. One day he'll be a real boy.
Exactly. Chaos Sonic puts in a couple bucks. First, he says, if Toei could let you have a crossover with Englewood in any Common Rider series, how would you do it? I've only watched one.
Just say Common Rider build.
I've only seen Common Rider X-Aid. But that would be a very odd crossover because Elijah would just be sitting there scratching his head the entire time. Like, what the fuck is going on?
No, better do Kamen Rider double. 2 guys just show up. They hold up these little USB drives. All of a sudden, one of them drops down, and they're now both in the same body, and they've transformed. And they're a detective.
And they're like you just keep adding and
there's more stuff.
And
that's Kamen Rider double. I love it.
And then Chaos Sonic says, now I feel like Cartman trying not to insult Kyle. Kyle, too, as Coates makes it too easy. Well, Ta-Nehisi's not even his real name. It's like Kevin.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's literally the dude from CB4 who's like, Bradley was my government name or some bullshit like that. Like, shut up.
You know, here's a good one. You remember this? It was a comedy bit that Dana Carvey did years ago. He was talking about Sting, not the wrestler, the singer.
No, the boring one. Anyway,
the boring one. Yeah. And he's talking about here's a guy whose real name is Gordy, right?
Yeah.
He said, "Could you imagine his friends?" He goes up to him and says, "Excuse me, you lot. I was wondering, instead of calling me Gordy, could you call me Sting?" And they probably look at him and go, "Fuck you. Now shut up and go get me a drink, Gordy."
Yeah, this, by the way, is an example of Ta-Nehisi Coates' articles that he used to write for The Atlantic.
I'm not black, I'm Kanye. Okay.
So I just want to say this. If this was written by a white man, if I wrote this piece for RT, I would be murdered in the street.
I would be visiting your spot at Crucifixion Hill.
We would right now be sitting around going, remember Micah?
Remember Micah? He was a cool dude. You remember what happened to him? Crucified.
Pretty cool until he wrote that thing.
Yeah, my final resting place would be Golgotha. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the actual fuck? So, the,
Oh, God, I just thought of something. Now it's like, God, Micah Curtis is comparing himself to Christ.
Somebody's
I
gonna
knew Micah.
say
Not that well. Please don't hurt me.
Yeah. By the way, I've never found a guy who've made it so easy for me to become disinterested in an article. This is how bad he is. Like, I could have only seen it here on the waxed hardwood floor of my elementary school auditorium because I was young then.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, that's all a run-on sentence. Where the fuck is his editor?
Yeah.
If my editor saw that sentence, he'd slap me all the way from fucking Russia. Are you kidding me?
It's an international incident if a Russian editor slaps an American writer.
Yeah, Torino de Guzman says, Mike, I recommend, he throws in $5, says, I recommend watching Kamen Rider W. The instant I watched X-Aid, do you have any idea how many recommendations for Kamen Rider series I've gotten over the last 2 weeks?
Kamen Rider W is the one I mentioned. It's pronounced Kamen Rider Double, but it's W.
Yeah. But, let's see here. Also, Coates' dialogue is hard to read, literally. Dude, everything he does is hard to read. Like, and not because it's, like, painful, or it's painful for a different reason. It's not like it, like, affects me. I read an article on his, that was supposed to be about Chicago gangs. Because, this isn't really a spoiler. There's gonna be a character in the Englewood universe that is loosely based on a combination. If I put him and Jussie Smollett in a blender, named Randall Queen. And he's basically, you know, a soy version of J. Jonah Jameson and black. The article is supposed to be about the gangs of Chicago, right? I'm like, well, I'm going to read this at least to get an idea of, you know, how exactly this guy operates. You know, what are his arguments? What are the things that he says, right? And he said, like, the article is talking about the gangs of Chicago. You want to know how many times gangs got mentioned in the fucking article?
Oh boy.
Fucking none!
Wow.
He was complaining about the cops who gave him a ticket because he was parked in the wrong spot.
That has nothing to do with gangs?
At all! He's basically saying, no, I know what it's like, how the cops treat black people in Chicago. Shut the fuck up! Thundering dumbass! And let's not even get into the comments he said about 9/11 first responders.
Oh no. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so not only is this better than anything from his Black Panther or Captain America run, especially Black Panther and the Crew, and by the way, I can't shit on the art for his Captain America run because he managed to get fucking, what's his name, who did New Avengers and, fuck.
Paul Jenkins? No.
No, not Paul Jenkins.
No.
Has this real painted style to it.
I can't think of... I know...
So, everybody close Tom King's ears. It's an Asian dude. Lionel Francis Yu
That's it. Yep,
did the first, like, 6 issues of his Cap run. So I can't shit on him for that, but, like, the art in Englewood... Let me find, like, probably in my opinion, the best page. There's a lot of really good pages in this, but...
Mine should be here tomorrow.
Good, because you're going to love it. But this one...
Yeah.
This is a lot better than anything in Black Panther and the Crew.
Yeah. Because sometimes, you know, it's good in a... I know it's kind of hard to imagine, but in a comic book medium, you tell stories visually as well as with words.
Yeah.
I know it's hard for some of them to understand.
By the way,
I was about to pull the Rick and Morty excuse on you. So you see, Micah.
No, Jesus.
The reason you don't understand Ta-Nehisi Coates' work is because you just don't have the intelligence level to fully appreciate.
Ta-Nehisi Coates is the Rick and Morty of journalists. No, I'm not going to insult Rick and Morty like that. Rick and Morty can at least entertain me on occasion. The most recent stuff is so fucking...
Cringe.
Yeah. It's like, we get it, you're a nihilist. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's like, yes, you're a nihilist. Keep reminding us that you're a nihilist. This doesn't get old or anything.
Yeah. Let's see here. Michael Chavez says in the chat, have I looked through that email from a while ago? No, but I do have it. Sorry, I've been very busy. Chaos Sonic threw in another buck said, Xavier, technically I already requested Micah to review Kamen Rider Black and Black RX. Also, at least M. Micah Michelson will have a bigger dick than Coates'. Jesus. Piper's excited. But yeah, I have to review Kamen Rider Black, because I mentioned that I saw the show The Masked Rider when I was a kid, because it crossed over with Power Rangers at one point. So he's like, here's money, review this. Okay. So... But yeah. So if you want to piss off Renfamous, she would be very upset if you were to back this comic if you haven't already done so. And we have another announcement. So 3 Nights, 4 Days Part 1. I'm just refreshing to see if anybody backed from the start of the show. Not yet. But usually I get more backers on replay than I do like during the show itself. But we would like to get up to 270, guys, if you haven't backed the book yet. And we're not too far from 16K either. But anyway, we have 14 days left on this. That means, like, as in the campaign as a whole. 14 days over. So 2 more weeks from today. After that, people have wondered what we're doing. Well, and yes, Frog G has backed it. He says here, I was expecting good, but this looks great. Can't wait to get this in my hands. I can't wait to get it to you, Frog G. Seriously.
Nice.
Thank you for the compliment, by the way. And I know that Preston and Oliver appreciate it, because I think Oliver's still in the chat. You better be working! No simpy!
No simpy. Hey, Armand, I don't know if you're working on anything, but get to work!
Do the thing.
Yes. Tell her the thing, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be putting an update out this week, though, to show off some new pages, too. I know I've already shown them off, but just in case there's people who backed it and missed the show. So, needless to say, though, pretty badass fucking comic book. But the next thing that we are doing, once, if 3 Nights goes in demand, or just after it closes, we're going to be starting another campaign not too long after that, where we will be doing a second printing of Englewood as a second chance campaign.
Nice.
Ah.
However, for those of you who got this cover, definitely hold on to it and put it somewhere where it's not going to get damaged, because it's the only time we're printing it.
So it's going to be our new cover.
Yeah, so Brian is officially already working on a new cover. Armand cannot wait to color it. Next month we will launch it. So if you want to buy the book that pissed off Renfamous and prove that I am fucking a lot better than what Marvel and DC are packing these days, you know, this is the book to see. Like I said, from the get-go, Englewood will be the book that proves that I am ridiculously good when it comes to writing. And every single person that has backed this and has read it has said, yeah, Micah's really good at what he does. You know?
So I need to get my hands on the director's cut. I backed it when you came onto the show the first time with it.
Mm-hmm.
So the director's cut hadn't been revealed. And then I knew I backed it, but I forgot which one I backed, so I got the regular one.
Well, yep, we'll be redoing a print of the director's cut, too. So there will be an option for people to get both. And we are going to be doing something a little bit different with the shipping, too. Obviously, I made the mistake of not putting them in bag and board. That's my bad. I should have reminded Hatman to buy those supplies. We have bought them now. So, and we're buying them just ahead of time for both of the next campaigns because they're dirt cheap. You know, I really have no excuses there. But the...
no shaming the Hatman? We can't shame
Yeah, we can shame the Hatman at least, though.
Okay, good. Okay.
But,
we can still shame the Hatman. That's,
yeah, so if you want to put to shame the Hatman in the chat, go for it. But... But yeah, the one thing we are also going to do is we are going to do a poster of this cover. You know, it won't be a big one, but we'll still do one. I am going to have a special one printed and put right here on this wall, and then right behind me, where Thanos is at. I'm going to move Thanos to my bedroom, or probably my or a different wall or something like that. I'm putting like the 3 Nights cover there, so. Yeah, good shit. So,
nice. I was just thinking of something. And I know we hadn't got into it, you know, of Ren jumping on our shit for whatever reason.
we're gonna get to that.
Yeah. I just want to point out, in case any of you those morons are listening, Preston, who's Micah's artist / one of our cover artists, made an interesting no simpy
Oh
post
yes,
Yes,
against somebody
please.
who was going after the print of Peregrine, and I want to emphasize print of Peregrine.
Well, here's
It is not a cover.
something else, though, that I think is funny. Is of all the art on that thing, that's the only one that she found
She couldn't.
to whine about.
Yep.
And
she
that
put
one
it up.
originally was a color test.
Yeah. That
The
was our color
pose
test.
was kind of like make it to where the majority of her costume is in the pose so
Mhm.
that we can test the colors of the costume
That was
on
all
her.
it was. And we
Yeah.
said, well, we'll throw it in as a print.
And we
know.
thought it looked cool, so we were like, it would be print too. Make
Yeah.
a print out of it. But yeah, it was a
So-
color test. That's what she found to bitch about. The color test print.
So let me just say this matter of factly. That was done by Ian Oriento. That was not done by Preston Acevedo. You accused him of doing that piece. If you want to see Preston's piece, go on the campaign. If you want to buy it, it's $3,000.
Because my artist on 3 Nights 4 Days and his work is worth a lot more than the dog shit that Ta-Nehisi Coates puts in his fucking comic books. Save Lionel Francis Hugh. I mean, goddamn, it looks like this.
Yeah.
Woo!
Beautiful and amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says Rennie whining about Hardbolt says Rennie whining about Perry's physicality. Yes, she's she's a strong, healthy girl. She's not a land whale.
I love that she also had and then a bunch of other people. Obviously, nobody in Comicsgate has actually seen a woman. And I'm like, yeah, no, I have to get naked to go in the shower and change clothes and shit. Like, I've definitely seen one.
I bet you shower naked too, you tramp.
How dare you? But yeah, some of the Twitter exchanges I can't exactly show on here because like
Oh, yeah.
one of the people like going after your guys's like that art was like somebody who drew an anime girl fisting herself and doing scat play.
Fisting,
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Also, it was horribly drawn. Women's bodies don't work that way. You can't.
Just no. We'll just say just
But
no. Let's not get.
Still, it's just so funny that they were doing an art critique. Like, yeah okay.
But since I don't want people to see that, I want them to see something beautiful. So here it is.
Blah.
This is Omega from Project Lazarus.
Oh, is this
This is Bob Stone's work.
Bob's? Yeah, I have become a huge fan of Bob Stone in the last 24 hours.
Bob Stone.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's like I said.
No sympathy.
Here at Sleeveless Comics, I work with some very ride or die CG guys. And Bob's definitely one of them. He's been around for a while. Has never gotten the shot, in my opinion, that he deserves. So I'm gonna give it to him. And this guy's so fucking good. Again, better than a lot of the dog shit you see at the big two. This guy can do everything. He can.
Yeah,
he
I
can,
do want to see his name on more stuff.
Yeah, he can. Well, aside from just doing the logos, right? Because like his pencils are great, his inks are fantastic, and his color works really good too.
And I liked when there was that particular, the same one who was doing the critique and the scat porn artist. That he gave them. I said that's probably the best troll ever when he gave them legitimate ways to be better.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
That was the best way to criticize somebody, is to give them legitimate ways that they can be better.
Yeah, because the thing about like guys like Preston and Bob, like a lot of people don't know these guys have been professional artists for like a decade.
Yeah,
because they're around my age. Well, they're young. They're both younger than me, but like they've been doing this and making a living off of this for a while. They obviously, as you can see there, they know their shit. And then like I've got a guy like Bogdan who's just like a raw talent. Who's Liam's calling him my Odie. So, but this is just the sort of nonsense that happens. So while we look at the beautiful Peregrine campaign, why don't you guys give us a timeline, and if you guys want to show anything on screen, just let me know and I'll bring it up. But
okay.
How did the blue land whale come for you guys?
Well, it was funny because who was it that showed us? Was it Charlie's?
It's Charlie.
I was shown by somebody completely different, but yeah.
Okay. But yeah, all of a sudden, I'm just like, I'm over here, as Xavier would say, over here jamming on the saxophone yesterday because, I try to avoid Twitter at all costs, except check messages and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And I see this, and I'm like, why is she posting a picture of the print? What is she saying? And I read it. Because my thing is, guys, I want y'all to understand if you hear this. I don't care if you criticize the art. It doesn't matter to me because we've made $44,000. What you say doesn't matter to me, right? I think we could both be fair with that, right? Like
Enough people like the art the way it is.
Yeah, and plus, obviously, they couldn't find a problem with the cover. That's Doug. That's Doug Franchen. They didn't have a problem with that cover.
Oh no.
That art? No, did they? No, they didn't even have a problem with the manga cover. Right?
Surprising, since they like.
They never. They find the problem.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
What I that one. Find the problem.
I think in that case they're afraid of Preston. They were already afraid of Preston.
As they should be.
Preston just stormed in there like.
Yeah. Well, it was great because the person that did the stupid drawing all over it breakdown beforehand went and blocked everyone but Preston. They blocked everyone involved with the book but Preston.
Yeah.
They forgot to block Preston. And so I saw it through another person was how I even saw it, I think.
If you want to, and the thing is like you said, that was a thing for a color test. If you want to see what Ian Oriento is capable of, go check out Door Kickers. He did the interiors for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they look good. So I mean, it was just like you said. It was literally. I think it was Scott just said, put this together, and then we're going to put some colors on it and see how it looks.
Yep. We got another donation, $3 from Marv Alice, who says some pretty art, super pretty art on display. Well, I know Preston will watch this later while he's working on stuff, so I know he appreciates the compliment. By the way, did you guys see Preston shot some of his stuff over to Billy Tucci?
I saw that.
And Billy's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to have you do something for me in the future."
Ooh.
And he's
awesome.
And Preston's like, "Trust me, man, I'll hound you about it." And I'm like, "Yeah, Preston does, but look at what we're doing together." And
It ain't no lie. When I first approached him about the costs and all that stuff for what we wanted, and I said, okay, I'll get back with you. And it was like a few days later. Have y'all decided anything yet?
Oh yeah, he bugged me for a while for 3 nights. He just wanted something. He's like, do you have anything on the back burner? Because I didn't know what we were gonna do with Project Lazarus at the time. Bob was going through some personal shit. So and then Englewood already had a team. He goes, do you have anything? And I'm like, well, I've got this idea on the back burner about 3 knights that come back from the Crusades. He's like, gimme. That's perfect for me. And he sends me the pages to Doc Salem. And I'm like,
Okay.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
And now I've got one of the best looking comics in Comicsgate. So.
And the stuff with 3 Knights and then his stuff with Doc Salem, Rockabilly Road Trip, he's very versatile.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the style wise is still pretty different from each other. He's got a range.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, what's this?
That's
Lidl.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's Lidl?
That's Lidl right there.
Holy crap! I hadn't seen that yet.
Yep, she just put this out
Lidl's
today.
been fan arting it up lately.
She did a great
shit,
little-
I don't want to go to camp.
You hush.
Please don't make me go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
She knocked it out on that one.
If that was the first thing proposed to me for the manga cover, I would have been like, yes, print it.
That's that. I love the resoluteness in her face, and that's a superhero.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like shit about to go down. I got it. Don't worry about it.
It's okay, everybody. I got it.
Yep.
That youthful confidence right there. She hasn't had her ass kicked in enough times yet.
Funny you had mentioned that.
I know.
People are weird because I don't remember. I think it was Hatman said on a stream once before we got into this. He's like, yeah, reading through Micah's writing, he reminds me a lot of Warren Ellis, or he mentioned I don't remember, some other Daredevil writer. He's like a little bit of Frank Miller's Daredevil. He's like, he also kind of reminds me of Miura or Hideaki Anno. And everybody freaked. Everybody goes, don't kill everyone! And I'm like, Don't start the shipping, and I'll think about it.
I'm just saying, Anno doesn't know how to kill everybody. He's just chasing after fucking Tomino. I mean, he killed everybody on Earth except these two people. Lol, Tomino killed the entire universe.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and Piper answered him in the chat already, but it's like I think it's Makini90 asked, "Are you guys open to Peregrine Fanner?" Absolutely. What's the address again?
Editor at graded.5.net. Once again, that's editor at graded.5.net.
Let me go ahead and put that in the chat for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We always show the video.
I don't have to. Woo! Yeah. We're taking submissions for that and the letters to the editor thing.
Can we play the video?
All right. I was like, that video is really cute.
I'll queue up the video. Give me a minute.
I can't type today.
Then queue up Ren's greatest hits.
There we go. Yeah,
he put 5 of hours into it. The video.
5 of hours.
5 of hours.
Not inaccurate.
Speaking of trailers, Optimus, how's the thing coming that we talked about?
I still got to sit down with Caleb and hammer it out. I've got some good ideas for it, and I think it's gonna. See how many days you got?
14.
14. I think we can get you in. I think we can get you for the last 10 days.
Cool.
So it'll be a nice little, high energy, testosterone pumping. So.
Oh yeah. Real quick, Hardboiled says, is Peregrine going to be in the Comicsgate swimsuit edition? I really want Commie Mark to do that.
Oh yeah.
Perry'd be perfect for it.
As soon as he calls us about it, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think he asked, and I told him okay. So I can't remember, but I think he did.
I volunteered Angelica from Englewood for it, but what I'd like to do, like the Marvel comics used to do back in the day, is they would do sometimes they would do pinups in those issues with the dudes and chicks. So I'm thinking maybe do have both of them on there, both Elijah and her, and then just have Elijah flexing behind or something like that for the ladies, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's some stuff they did in the the old Marvel swimsuit editions. When Marvel was cool.
Exactly.
They had the X-Men were hanging out, but you got all the hot ladies in front, but in the back, the dudes were doing jacked up posing.
Oh yeah. Tor90 also wants to know, have we sent out the Windy City special for Englewood yet? We have sent out the books. The posters, we ran into a snag. The shirts will be going out this week too, and Hatman is going to send everybody shipping numbers for those. So keep an eye on your inbox.
And shame the Hatman.
Exactly. Well, shame the Hatman's equipment, because Jesus Christ, that poster printer, I swear to God, it broke down on us 3 times now.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not pleased, but we've got plenty of money to outsource. It's not a big deal. We prepared for this. Right. So. But anyway, do I have the video, or does somebody else have the video?
I've got it right here. I'm just getting it shared.
Are you boomering?
No, I was just a slow old man tonight.
Chaos Sonic says, the reason why people give you Kamen Rider requests is Kamen Rider is one of Japan's biggest franchises. Hell, Kamen Rider Ichigo, the very first one, was basically like their Captain America in a way. Interesting. Mm-hmm. It's just weird for me because it's I was actually a big Power Rangers kid, so. But enough about that.
Yeah, so here we go. This is our the announcement for the letter and our submissions. So
Hey guys, Xavier here. First of all, I'd like to start by thanking all of our wonderful backers. Without your support, we wouldn't be where we are making Peregrine come to life. And that's why I'm here to talk to you today. Thanks to your support, Peregrine is inching closer and closer to getting into your hands. And now we are very happy to reveal the next part of our evil scheme to bring it to life. Part of the reconstruction project is not just rebuilding classic comic book characters and classic comic book stories for a more modern world, but it's also bringing back familiar comic book experiences that some of us remember but may not be getting anymore. One of those things that some of us really enjoyed was a section that was sometimes in the back of each comic called Letters to the Editor, wherein anyone could just write a letter to the staff, ask questions, and sometimes get answers with their letters published in the book. There was even sometimes a fan art section where you could submit artwork that you did of the characters, and if they liked it, sometimes they would print it. That's why we're now happy to announce a special feature just for you, our backers. And that is the letters to the editor and our fan art submissions. For our letters to the editor submission, it is exactly how it sounds. You'll get to submit questions to the Peregrine staff and ask them questions, and our favorites will be printed in the book itself. And this part makes me real happy. As I've mentioned on our show, I grew up reading Archie Sonic comics, and the one thing they would occasionally do on their letters page was to have letters be hosted by one of the characters, and they would respond in character, or let you write directly to a character who would respond back. As such, you may write to Peregrine staff, a specific staff member, or to Peregrine herself with questions and comments, and we'll respond. As for the art submissions, we are accepting any and all art from anyone willing to submit them, with several being published in the book. That said, we'll be picking those submitted at random. Since some of our backers are in fact professional artists, we want to make sure everyone has an equal opportunity to see their artwork. All submissions must be in by September 1st. Any received after that will sadly not be considered for the print run, but we still appreciate the enthusiasm. Submissions will be sent to the address below. That's editor@gradedpoint5.net. Once again, that's editor@gradedpoint5.net. Letter submissions should have letters to the editor in the subject line, and fan art submissions should have fan art in the subject line. We look forward to your submissions, and we look forward to making Peregrine Wings of the Falcon a special comic experience for everybody who backed it. Once again, thanks everyone, and let's get those submissions rolling.
Yeah, it was hard to see, but the that last little Peregrine art was from Mike.
He worked really hard on it.
Very hard. It was hours in MS Paint.
Oh goodness.
I think we may have picked up backer.
Yes, you did actually. Torn90 in the chat said that he just backed the Preston cover while we were showing it off. So, understandably so.
Nice. Thanks.
Made a fine purchase, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that also means that we are 27 backers away from making Mike S. Miller a small man again.
Nice.
I want to be a real boy.
Did I tell you, Michael, what John Malin said the other night?
What was that?
Because we were on, me and Piper were on Charlie's London's channel. We were doing our transatlantic chitter chatter.
Yeah, I was watching. I might have missed the statement though.
Yeah, because I told him about it. I said the 1,000 backer thing was referring to your campaign. And John May was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, fuck Mike."
Chaos Sonic throws in a buck, says, if you ever want to see Dan Slott's Iron Man, especially his Iron Man 2021 done right, then watch Kamen Rider 01. It came before Slott's Iron Man 2020 run, at least does things better than Slott ever will. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Next donation. Micah, you should check out this Kamen Rider show. Oh, I'm never gonna live it down.
Don't y'all have a thing? It's on Mike and the Hatman channel that, you know, if you meet a certain thing, you have to do a thing. Is that what if I remember correctly? Yes, the hentai hot sauce.
This hurt.
Both ways?
Not both ways, oddly enough.
Oh, okay.
Just going down.
Okay.
Like, damn. It tastes good, but damn. Like, after 6 wings, like, my tongue was numb. I was like, So, one thing, though, that I wanted to talk about, because we haven't even gotten to it yet. What did, it was a specific thing that Renfamous did that I was like, oh, no. You said you're going to what now?
Yeah, that's the part that got my hackles up.
Wait,
You know?
I want to the order that it happens, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it happened because she put up the one thinking, all right, we're all gonna dunk on Comics Day art with this Peregrine stuff, and one person said, but the colors on it are really good, and she replied to that person, oh yeah, I need to go talk to that colorist in a week or so, or I'm gonna in about a week, something like that.
Need
Next
to fix this shit.
Yeah, they're like, oh, she's like, oh, I better. Yeah, they like the colors. Better go talk to their colorist.
Yeah.
That's that's when, I was like,
Yeah,
it started,
that's when it went from funny, just watching everything happen, and oh man, and Preston Duncan on that one dude, whew,
mhm.
to
That's
to
when
what the fuck, yeah.
that's when I was, kind of just, relaxing, like I said, laying down, having a good time. And I saw that, and then I kipped up like fucking Shawn Michaels and ready to deliver a super kick, Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And I'm like, okay. That's why, if you notice my words, I just said it very carefully. People say, you need to issue a cease and desist. I said, that was my cease and desist.
Yeah.
I says, I don't need a lawyer to send a cease and desist. The only thing I need a lawyer for if it goes further than this. And I'm going to say this to everybody who's laughing and saying, oh, they're not going to do it. They know. I am not Ethan Van Sciver who wants to be nice. Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And Ren, I'm not Vic Mignogna, who's literally one of the nicest people on earth.
Motherfucker, but in a fucking court case that's basically for his life, he's pulling his punches.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think I'm not, no, nobody knows me because I don't say anything. Because all I got is like people with like, at the most 100 followers saying, ha ha ha, you're not going to do anything. I'm like, all right. See, I ain't said a word to him. I don't need to argue with you. I'm going to show you. Don't cross the line. Don't cross the line. That's all I'm saying. That's my warning. My statement is what I put on Twitter. Don't cross the line. That's all you got to do. Leave my people alone.
Yeah, because for those of you who do not know, we put people on contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to come in and affect that contract, especially during the production of something that's already been sold, that would, I believe, be tortious interference.
Yep.
Which leads to lawyers getting called, which leads to oh no!
Yes, my other favorite one.
And thanks to Vic Mignogna's case, we're all experts on Texas tort law.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
Or if we're gonna do a different oh no, we've got oh no.
Yeah.
Also, not the last one said he sent a donation earlier. I must have missed it. Better I read it. I don't remember. Give me a second. You guys talk for a minute.
Okay. Well, see, the thing is, it's like I want to. In fact, Piper will better explain it because this ain't our first run-in with Ren.
Yeah. Oh no.
And what it was is Ren once again, somehow inserting her fat, bulbous body into the middle of a conversation.
Yep.
Because Piper was doing a criticism of Gail Simone, another fat, bulbous somebody who somehow squeezes herself into situations.
Yep. That was my first official run-in with Ren personally going after me and not just like CG in general.
Yep. And if I remember correctly, you were saying it was because of what's his face, Butthole Man.
Yep.
Eric Escobar.
Eric Escobar. Yeah.
It's because
or as I
I
called him,
said,
Javier Escuela. Yeah.
yeah. And it's funny because recently I was proven right. I said basically that it's fucked up that all these women basically in comics, in mainstream comics, that get together and share info on, who sucks and who doesn't, never seem to bother to tell people to stay away from
Actual sex offenders.
And then when it comes out, they pretend they don't know these sex offenders, even though, yes, they do.
Yeah, if y'all motherfuckers knew and there was that many of you, you could have been the change you want.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could have used your whisper networks for good and been like, hey, for real, watch yourself around this guy.
The challenge that Piper had was that Gail Simone says, "I didn't know who Eric Esquivel was." Well, we found
Bullshit.
And I said bullshit.
Yeah. And it was within minutes, proof came out. It's like, yeah, you know who he was. You worked with him on a project. You had to at least know who he was,
Yeah,
even
she
if you didn't know what he was
work
doing.
with them on a couple projects. Both their names were on, but they used to chat on Twitter, and people were pointing out that those tweets of her chatting back and forth with him on Twitter were starting to disappear.
Of course.
So she
That's
started deleting her tweets of her back and forth with this dude after she did the. I don't even know who that is.
Guys, guys out there, I want to let you know something. There's a site called archive.org. Use
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Screenshots are nice, but it's better if you got an archive, because that's a literal snapshot of that moment.
Yep.
So be sure to use archive.org.
Real quick, I did indeed get a donation from not the last one, and since I am wearing a shirt with an S on it, and he wants me to channel a certain wrestler.
Uh-oh. Yes.
Actually, wait. I need to make sure that I'm sharing the actual audio, but
Are we gonna get a math lesson?
something like that. Why is this?
I love to learn.
Ooh, that person's got a point. Ha ha.
Which one?
I cannot for the life of me say that name.
Sister Pecs?
Yeah, that one. It's funny how many sex offenders there are around, and the sex offenders don't want them.
Yeah. But anyway, gotta read the thing.
Okay.
Whoa, Jesus, that's loud.
Loud.
Damn.
There, that's good.
You gotta show no simpy! Renfamous is a fat ass! And I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. And he got to show her that the numbers spell disaster and sacrifice. And you gotta keep in mind, I'm from a well-educated university. Anyway.
What's funny, those morons are gonna think that you just like misspoke. I'm like, no, that's he's
No,
saying
y'all don't know nothing about Scott Steiner.
Yeah, I know. I remember. You remember that time you made a good. You had a little moment where you said you ordered some food from Cracker Barrel, and it was the Scott Steiner special. And I said okay, and I took that video and I put that music over top of it, and then Phil comes in and he's like, I can't believe Micah Curtis is trying to compare himself to the someone who had the physicality of Scott Steiner. I'm like,
bruh.
Phil? For one thing, go home and be a family man.
Yeah.
And two, it's a joke.
And three, Phil, I'm a lot closer to that physicality than you are, bud. Shut the fuck up. You'll sound smarter that way. Chaos Sonic throws in a buck and says, though I will say, even Micah would write Superman better than Bendis, because Bendis. Well, yeah, that's true.
Well,
if I was writing Superman, he wouldn't be shipping less than 40,000 issues.
I could put a pen in my dog's mouth and get him to scribble on the page, and it would probably be better than what Bendis puts out.
Also, what I want to know especially, though, is why were there so many SJWs, like in my mentions, talking about my penis?
Wow.
Well, Micah, you're a large man, and a lot of them are very, very lonely people.
Well, I'm a large man with large hands. So, for those who don't know, standard size comic.
Pretty large hands.
Yeah.
We're not Andre the Giant size, but fairly big.
About as big as a skillet.
Yep. Hatman's in the chat. Let's shame him. Everybody shame him.
Everybody shame Hatman.
Shame!
Oh yeah, hey Hatman. We need to put out a request for him.
You gonna put a hit on him?
No, I'm not going to put a hit on him. No. I'm just saying. Maybe there's a certain musical request for a certain young lady.
What?
Gwen Stacy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hatman, I have a video for you. And it's pretty funny. At least I think.
I think it's hilarious.
It's actually kind of educational. I love how the whole chat, all of us out of nowhere, is like, shame!
You just started shame. We just need somebody to ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding.
I love Hatman, though. He is the best best guy that you could ask to have a business partner. I want to keep in mind. By the way, people have said like their copies of Englewood came in damaged. I'm like, well, yeah, send an email and we'll get you a replacement. Take a wild guess how many emails we got.
0.
It's an op. Like,
Oh, Dave Youngson asked Piper, any more legal tweets from our lawyer friend? No, he deleted them all.
Yeah.
The guy
After the one person posted like actually like the
Case
law,
law?
actual case law, quoted it at him. He deleted all his tweets.
Yeah.
yep. All right.
All right.
So Hatman,
Batman, pay attention. Yeah.
this is for you, buddy.
What up, fuckers? I just wanted to take a moment to run through Gwen Stacy's death in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's towards the end of the movie, you know it. You've got Goblin Spidey fighting. She's falling down the shaft. Peter's giving it every fucking thing he's got. He flings out his web, tries to save her. He gets her, but he misses and bang! A little bit too late. It's pretty fucking brutal to watch. Let's check it out though. Oh, incredibly difficult to watch. Let's check it out again in slow motion.
Crack.
We've almost got it. Let's just take one more fucking look though. Even slower. We've all got the point. Now for those who are a little bit more twisted, like myself, let's check it out on repeat. It's got a nice beat to it. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, he can do things, but he can't say Gwen.
Damn.
Double time. Does anyone else feel like playing with a yo-yo?
Oh.
Hey, I'm normal.
Oh no.
Outrageous.
Oh dear.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I would have forgotten. Hatman's probably going like, God damn it.
He's rocking in the corner right now. He's like, Gwen Stacy.
No, he'll find a way to get even with me. That's kind of how our friendship works.
Yeah, you know. But yeah. I'm gonna steal from my.
See, he's already got an idea. He says, all right, now do that beat, but with Yub Nub.
Actually, yeah, that would go together pretty nicely. I kind of hear it in my head already.
I'm gonna steal from my boy Soundwave. Mary Jane superior, Gwen Stacy inferior.
Yeah.
All right. So there's more fun stuff to talk about, I think.
Of course.
So Tom King's a fucking asshole.
Yes. Pipe went on hard on him a little while ago.
Yeah, because he is he put on probably one of the most like classless tweets
Yep.
I've seen in a while. But we need to give the background to this. So for those who don't know, I actually was gonna do a video on this, and then I forgot about it. Admittedly, I just fell asleep. After I wrote that script. Because I kept going like, it was like what, like 6 in the, like no, it was like 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm like, I could go a little further, couldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Went even longer. I'll do the video later. Yeah, that did not happen. So Jay Lee was Tom King, being an asshole, tried to cancel the incredibly talented Jay Lee, legend in the comic book industry, who currently has a cover that he is doing for, or did for my buddy Ethan Van Sciver on Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. And it's fantastic looking. I personally was more of a fan of the Ides of March cover. That's the one I bought. Not to mention limited edition. I'll probably reback Cyberfrog 2 at some point and get a different cover too that I'll just read, and I'll probably keep like the Ides of March one just like somewhere, because I know Ethan will sign it for me. That's not even a thing.
Reader copy, copy that never is touched ever again once it's in the board, right? Back in board, you know.
This is what I appreciate about Ethan, why I love the dude to death, is he so there were signed tiers and unsigned tiers, if I remember right, for the reselling of the ash cans that he did, right?
Mm-hmm. There were. Yeah.
I didn't back the signed tier. He signed him anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I DM'd him like, dude, you didn't have to do that for me. He's like, nah, but I did it anyway. He's like, you're a good guy, Micah. So I'm like, thanks, man.
Aww.
He and I poke fun at each other a lot, but he's always been a good buddy to me. You know, we've had our disagreements and stuff like that, but anyway, let me pull up Wrecked Planet. Now, he doesn't have Jay Lee's cover as the main image anymore. It's the Cyberfrog and Salamandroid PVC figures, which I think the Cyberfrog one comes with every backer, right?
Every backer, even the lowest, $25 backing, they will get a Cyberfrog PVC.
That is awesome. I'll probably keep it here on my desk.
And us superior beings like me and Xavier, we got the honeycomb box. We get everything.
Oh yeah.
I might actually back that Salamandroid PVC choice. I'm gonna check and see if he put add-ons for the comic on there. If he hasn't, I'll just DM and be like,
I think he did. I think
Okay.
he did.
Yeah.
I am the ultimate life form.
But well, if I knew if I didn't, I could just DM and be like, hey, could you do this for me? I'll back this real quick for you, and he would. So I ain't even worried. So the Jay Lee cover. Let me pull this up real quick so people can actually see it. This is the one of the two that Jay Lee did for him. The other one was for the I think it was like,
the
yeah.
poster.
It was and then it got used as like for a preview that comes with Unforgettable Tales.
Yeah.
And but this is the one I like a lot. I like it a lot more. So, funny story. This is actually kind of how cool it is to be Micah Curtis. He actually DM'd me when he got the original sketch in. And he's like, so I actually saw this when this was just pencils. And that was really cool. I'm like, dude, you got fucking Jay Lee? And he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, you have no idea. He's like, if you knew how much this cost me, you would cry. I'm like, well, you're rich and I'm not, so whatever. I have no doubt that I would probably cry. But anyway, this is the cover that Jay Lee did for him, and this is, by the way, is a criminal offense to Mr. Tom King. Yeah. Let me find le tweet. Blah 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 blah. Where is it at? I don't really want to read this much of this fucking asshole.
Oof.
Yeah, he's kind of like tried to fill his timeline with irrelevant stuff so people won't find it as easy. I was like, that's not how it works, stupid.
Well, I found it anyway, so fuck you, Tom. Haven't written a good comic in 2 years. Oh, come on.
Harvold reminding us it is King, 0% T.
Yeah, but I'll forget that, so I'm just going to say Tom. Don't get me wrong. I love Richard to death. Known him for a while, but
Gotta say, that's a pretty good joke, though. King,
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I like that one. Apparently, his video about Tom was brutal. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
So I think the last video I caught around the subject, I think it was either Clownfish TV or Just Some Guy.
Just Some Guy had a brutal takedown.
Oh, yeah.
I have no doubt. Love that dude. Okay, so here we go. Today, DC put out an alternate cover to Rorschach by Jay Lee, who's also done covers for Comicsgate, a hate group. The only thing we hate is the fact that you haven't written a good comic since Batman 53, asshole. DC does not consult creators on alternate covers. Not what I've heard. I reached out to them to express my deep disappointment. Right. Far as I'm concerned, this is the cover to Rorschach #1. And, by the way, this cover looks like the fucking VHS for Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
I compared it to Uncharted 2600 game.
Yeah.
That too.
No, maybe 5200, not even 2600. You know, you gotta.
Chaos Sonic
Yar-
Oh,
This
sorry.
is Yar's revenge.
Yeah. Chaos Sonic says, hey, Tom, how's your run on Batman going? Oh, no. Ba-ba-ba-da. Wow. But, first off, let me say this. Jay Lee doing a cover for, I'm sorry. Zoe Quinn drives a man to suicide. Tom King sleeps. Jay Lee does a cover for a Comicsgate book. That's the real shit, apparently.
Real shit.
Yeah.
I think the real shit for Tom King was there's an Asian out there trying to be something. I have to stop.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
Motherfucker, did I just catch you trying to be shit?
Yeah. Don't make me go FDR on you.
Like I said, I saw that now Dean Cain has noticed that. It's like,
Yes.
oh, he just said very interesting. That's all he said.
Yeah. So later on, after throwing such a hissy fit, for such a big bad CIA operative, he certainly has temper tantrums a lot. He says, I spoke with Jay. He's not on Twitter. Didn't know Comicsgate existed. And that's bullshit, too. And doesn't support hate of any kind. We're all good. Best possible outcome. And people brought heat. I said, I'm guessing you left at the part where you wanted to cancel him on Twitter and basically talk shit about his art. You're a disgrace to comic writers and people who serve the country.
There's also the fact that even if all that was true, more people are going to pay attention to him saying that Jay Lee's in a hate group than the tweet of him saying, "Oh, everything's fine, false alarm."
Yeah, in fact, let's compare. It's like 918 retweets and comments.
So right away, there was also that Bounding into Comics article about Tom King says Jay Lee's in a hate group.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't matter that you took it back; the damage is already done.
exactly. And he knew that. That Umbrella guy said, no, the best possible outcome is that cancel culture bullshit you uphold will one day come for you. And on that day, you hopefully remember you tried to cancel Jay Lee and a bunch of indies because you represent actual hatred. And this, I think, is a very poignant statement. And Tug's good with that. You know, the fact of the matter is that there is no forgiveness in the Church of Woke. Ever. There's no point in being a part of it. It will destroy you. It's inevitable. So for people to try to do this, to pay, you know, this bullshit any mind and kowtow to it, all you do is welcome your own inevitable destruction.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But it gets worse. So Jay Lee responds on ye old Instagram and says, 2 weeks ago, June, who's his wife, and I took Loki, who's their dog, to San Diego to see a specialist. He did not survive due to complications from surgery. This past Friday was supposed to be a day of mourning. We were back in San Diego to pick up the ashes. We were going to take him to the beach and comfort each other by sharing our favorite stories about our little boy. Instead, a part of the internet I avoid like the plague came barging in. I had companies I'm working for calling me, friends reaching out to me. I'm seeing hate pouring out of strangers' mouths, accusing me of things I have no knowledge of. I'm seeing firsthand how fast lies are spreading. Let me be clear, I'm not part of any group. We never made it to the beach. We spent the entire 6-hour drive back home on an emotional roller coaster. I'm writing this because I'm angry. These irresponsible tweets are not harmless. They do not just go away. They have real-world consequences. They can take away your job, your life, your memories. June and I were robbed of a special day, so no, we're not all good. This isn't the start of a conversation. This is the end. So please don't drag me into a world I never wanted to be a part of, nor will I ever want to be part of. I want to honor Loki by going back to producing art made with love for people who enjoy it for what it is. Something that hopefully brings joy to their lives. Mommy and Daddy miss you so very much, Loki. Our love.
That's tough.
By the way, Oliver's the best. Like, says, this is my colorist on 3 Nights, guys. So, Oliver, make yourself known in the chat. Then get back to work! but says, I'm so sorry for your loss, Lee. I know how it is to lose a family member. Stay strong, brother. Animo. I think that's how it's pronounced. Obviously not Spanish. Me no español. Except for that much. So, how does Tom King respond to this?
Whoops.
I'm gonna just leave that right there for a minute and let the chat react to it.
Just let that hang.
Yeah.
Let that hang there for a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, is this white privilege? A white guy attempted to ruin the career of an ethnic minority and is now just acting like nothing's wrong. And he's rubbing it in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Tom King's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, just doubling down on being a piece of shit.
There was what was it?
Chaos Sonic says, remember, Tom King, you basically signed your own death warrant. They will be after you after you've done this. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they will have no mercy. At some point, he's going to say the wrong thing. They're going to comb through all of his fucking tweets. They're going to go onto a pirate site, read all his fucking books. And they're going to find something to crucify you over. And you're going to lose something.
I think it's going to be over a CIA record, because remember, he was over there in that same place and they had all those sexual abuse scandals going on that I'm sure he was aware of, because they said the CIA was involved.
Yup.
Or that they were like very, very aware and let it go.
Yeah.
I think Bob Fetta in the chat puts it best. Doug TenNapel move.
Yeah, Piper on Twitter earlier, which I think is a perfect. This is already. Could you have any less class?
Yeah. I had nothing else I could say other than holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus
the only way that you could have been like worse about it is like, yeah, walking the dog after I, watched Old Yeller or something like that. Like, Jesus Christ.
but what's really great is man, that Tom King is over party hashtag took off and now it autofills. And I feel like my baby just learned to walk or something. But it's funny because like the people using it aren't just CG. It's a fuck ton of people. I'm like, yeah, that's how it feels.
There are people. There are people out there. That's what these morons need to realize. There are people out there who don't affiliate directly with CG, but they do have the same complaints.
Yep.
And the same problems with the industry.
And in general, I think because from what a lot of the replies were looking like, the last I peeked at them, a lot of them were like, well, holy shit, I was about to check out Tom King, actually, because it was recommended, and now fuck this guy. I don't know who he is, but fuck him. Mm-hmm. So there's people that are, like, not even barely into comics, really, that are fucking like, wow, fuck this guy. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, this is what somebody posted in my Discord server. They're like, dude, like, after watching that, this is how I feel. And, yeah, I can.
Well, I think that soon, depending on how this goes, I think that Tom King complaint from the Whispering Echo is going to come down about how he's a creep and how we've known for years and he's always been a creep and he needs to go because he makes people unsafe. because
I can't wait
he's not
for
going to be popular much
Edward
longer.
to start pushing out. Yeah, he always did seem to have a problem with Asians. We thought it was weird, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm waiting for it.
Spider Nick also sent me a message over Discord, and he said, Coates writes street slang and contractions in the way a 13-year-old on DeviantArt would use them. He uses y'all in a way. Sounds like a racist caricature of a black guy, despite being black himself. That was from earlier. I just felt like reading it. But just to let people know that I'm actually paying attention. Speaking of which, Chaos Sonic throws in another $1 as if he hasn't paid me enough. Says, Xavier will most likely get this, but even Evil is saying that's a low blow.
What was that?
He says, even Evolt is, EVOLT is saying that's a low blow.
Yeah.
What, the dog walk? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Hey, Micah.
Yes.
Don't share my screen yet.
Okay.
I want to. You know, we've talked about like people who like to do self-inserts in the comics.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
And we have been saying for a long time that you know, King has been inserting himself into Batman.
Bow chicka bow.
Not Preston
and-
insertion.
Yeah, and
Actually,
That we know
I know
of.
it's coming.
Yeah,
I know it's coming.
I know it's coming. Yeah.
putting his, putting himself. We assumed he was putting his psychoses on Batman, right? We may have been wrong this entire time. So, if you could share the screen.
It turns out he wasn't inserting himself into Batman. He was getting Batman to insert himself into him.
Yeah.
Given the look on Batman's face there, both literally and figuratively. He looks very pleased with himself.
Oh God! What if he's doing it both ways? The whole thing is just a masturbatory effort.
I mean, probably.
I am Batman. I am Selena Kyle. I am fucking myself at DC's expense.
By the
Give me
way,
my paycheck. It feels so good.
by the way, I just want to say here, I at least still have more hair than Tom King does. Timbertone in the chat wants to know, hey there, I want to know if there's an update yet on the shirt and comic bundles for Englewood. Hoping for a tracking number soon. Hatman should have sent you a tracking number for the comic itself. Hatman, if you're still in the chat, customer service stuff needs doing. And then I think the shirts are supposed to be coming out, sending out soon too. I think this week. So, Angry Green Boss says he looks like Stefan Molyneux.
That's what it is. I know what it is now. That's why he tried to make Selena Kyle pregnant. He was doing it before her eggs dried up.
Okay, Chaos Sonic throws in another buck to explain what the fuck he's talking about. It says, Evolt is the main villain of Kamen Rider Build, and let's say he's a sick motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I've not seen a lot of Build. I've seen a lot of clips from Build, and I want to watch Build. I've seen more Double.
Sounds more like Grant Morrison, to be honest. No, I'm just reading. But yeah, I found that kind of funny that it's kind of like that same, that chick who was working at Insomniac, who did the black, was responsible for the Black Cat DLC.
Yeah, Sam Maggs, who
Yeah.
can't write Black Cat or Spider-Man for shit.
Nope.
She was fucking awful.
Mm-hmm. But she certainly put her. I don't care what anybody says. That was her face on damn Black Cat. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a coincidence. Doubt.
Bitch, please.
Doubt.
Either you fucked somebody or gave somebody the impression that you was gonna fuck them, and then didn't. So she kind of fucking think about it. That's how.
Let's see. I'm reading Dave to Pipes.
Oh, come on.
By the way, we got about 68 people watching now and only 29 thumbs up. So if you guys have enjoyed the show so far, press that button.
Please.
Fix this now, Ethan.
Oh, good lord.
Who's worse, Mags or Rennie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It is the same coin, and not even two sides of the same coin. It's literally on the same surface.
Just
Oh,
change
yeah.
wig. Just change wigs.
Yeah. They do the same thing. I would say Mags to the degree, would probably be a little more successful at it, considering that they do have ties in the industry. But Ren is somehow able to get.
Ren's trying to gale her way into the industry.
Yeah, that's the thing.
She's trying to do.
She's
trying to whine, bitch, and moan her way into the.
The problem is she hasn't had something she could complain about, like women in refrigerators. By the way, thanks, Ron Mars. You ruined comics.
Asshole.
Yeah.
The one thing I would like to put in there, by the way, is that I kind of compare her to Zoe Quinn, but the difference is that nobody will touch Renfamous with their dick. So that's what she wants to be, though. She wants to be the Zoe Quinn of it, so that she can make herself famous and get her own book at
Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
Like,
by the way, do y'all still have those? I said y'all. But
no. Appropriation.
Do you have those images from Deadbeats? Because she did talk shit about my writing.
I don't remember if I do or not. I'm sure I do somewhere. It'll probably take a while to dig it out.
Didn't she do the one about the gay guy that buys the pendulum?
Yep.
And I forget what happened because it paced so badly.
Yeah, and then suddenly murder.
Yeah, it's 4 pages to tell a fucking horror story.
Well, here's the thing. This is my my thing about that all that shit. They had another crowdfunding thing recently. We completely ignored it. It funded, but it funded way under what Deadbeats did. I think about $10,000, if I remember correctly.
Oh, so I've already defeated the evil. Cool.
Yeah, you defeated. Yeah.
They defeated themselves too. I mean, they didn't even make the same numbers for their second book.
Yeah, that was saying. I said I'm not going to give it attention because then they'll say the comic gators talk about it. I think that's what she's upset about. It. Nobody cared.
Oh God. Another donation. Chaos Sonic says, at least Zoe Quinn, you can go to Five Guys restaurant and ask for sloppy seconds. That's an oof right there. Jesus Christ, sir.
Yeah, sir, I'm gonna need you to put $10 in the no jar.
I think you just fucking killed someone, sir. Jesus Christ.
You got something, Pipey?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I forgot it doesn't do StreamYards. I'm pretty proud of this one.
You got something to share?
Yeah, but I put it in the shenanigans.
Oh, you want me to pull it out?
Yeah, you pull it.
Yeah, I can't even on the Google. I can't even find any of her pages.
All right, there might be a reason for that, Jim.
Well, I remember when Tug showed them off; they were awful.
Hey, Hardball's right. I used to be a fan of Gail. She is capable of writing good stuff, but
yeah, her Agent X is great.
She decided that canceling other people was easier than actually working. So
yeah, because she had Agent X, she had Secret 6, that was pretty good. Her Deadpool wasn't too bad either.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Who the fuck is this?
I know, right?
All right, well, yeah. You want me to put this? I'll put it up. I don't give a.
Do it.
No. And then they keep commenting too. That's the funny thing. It's like,
oh Lord, what do we got now?
It's like, obviously, I'm just gonna have to, it's time for some no simpy. Let me get this shared. And there we go. All right. And what I find funny is, anyway, this person says, your pinned tweet doesn't even have the cover art scaled correctly. Maybe you should focus more on growing your company than subtweeting someone because they criticize shitty art. By the way, the art is still going to be shit no matter how much y'all scream, but style. Okay. All right, Pipes, I'm going to go to your... This is a thumbnail!
Yeah. Yep. I didn't craft that correctly.
Twitch partner.
Does it say Twitch partner?
Yep. She, her, chaotic good, ENFJ, that fucking personality shit, charity driven, profanity fueled.
I'm proud of my fucking
Twitch
and
partner.
who left?
Also, Dark Gift Comics is in the chat. Says, what's up, peeps? Dark Gift, loved your singing earlier, buddy.
Yeah.
Optimus, what'd you do?
He fucked up.
He boomered it up again. I swear to God. There he is.
Shame the Boomer Man. Shame him. Okay, back to this.
How long we been doing this, man? How long we been doing this?
Look, when I get, I start like wilding out and throwing shit around.
Yep. Dave Youngson throws in a $1.28, odd number. Says Ren has issues advertising anything on social media because she has 3/4 of the world blocked.
True. All right, so yeah, if we could reshare, I wanted to see what the other thing they were saying, which I'm pointing out logic here. All Piper responded to this was say, my pinned tweet is a link, genius. If you want to criticize shitty art, start with whoever made your Twitter avatar.
Oof.
Oh God, they had the whole. I do kind of like. I don't like. I'm not a fan of the new layout of Twitter, but I do like how they give you all the people involved in the thread.
Find this, yeah.
So we could go ahead and say she, her, chaotic good. Oh ho.
Press X to doubt.
Press X to doubt. Charity driven. You got to have money to give to charity. Profanity fueled. Stand in your power. Stand in your power. That is some fucking SJW double talk bullshit. Stand in your power? What the fuck does that even mean?
What the fuck are you gonna be able to do if you stand in it?
Yeah.
It's one of those phrases that really don't mean anything, like speaking truth to power.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by the way, never trust anyone that says that phrase unironically.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, so they responded, LOL, it's a link, so that means it can be screwed up. Well, that is true, but the thing is, nothing. My pinned tweet is in link. Nothing about like the link is screwed up or the thumbnail screwed up, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
Good luck out there. I generally hope your podcast, whatever it does, thing does well. I can forward you my artist info. Maybe she or myself really can help you with your avatar. You did not just go after Stato.
Yeah, that's what
this bitch did not fucking went after Stato. Fuck that bitch. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
Like, the dude does fucking comic strips.
Yeah.
The fuck are people on?
All right,
What does your artist do, Lady Cocaine?
Oh, God, she kept going.
Yeah.
I need to see the avatar. Click on it. I want to see this a little closer.
Don't
Wait,
go.
wait, hold on. I really like my avatar because it's stylized.
Yeah. Are you serious? Just
Bitch, please. If I just turned into Nappa. This bitch turned me into Nappa.
That last one, I couldn't even fucking. I can't.
Hey.
I didn't want to look at it up close. Oh fuck. Yeah, because the replies are, I like art that actually looks like women was one of them, and I was like, are you sure about that? Because
Bitch, what's wrong with your eyes? You have an allergic reaction or something? Did you fucking go a couple rounds with Apollo Creed and now Mick's got to cut you?
Well, no, I'm looking at the lips. I'm like, that looks like wait, huh? Like, ain't nothing wrong with the woman with fuller lips, but those are cartoonishly huge. Has your artist never seen a black woman before?
It's because it's style, and they're allowed to say it's style. We're not, for whatever reason.
Yeah, so that style is awful. That kind of style. Yeah. How dare you, right? Meanwhile,
bam.
This?
Because she hasn't seen it.
Yeah,
they're all going off of that print, and they refuse to look at or comment on any of the other work.
Okay, for all you morons out there who are watching, not this chat is great, but the morons who are watching, this is cover A. I'm going to explain this because I know y'all don't know how comic books work, so we're going to explain it to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you broke me down, Micah. You took my thunder. It's okay. You can close that out anyway. So that's cover A. This is by the artist of the book, Douglas Franchen. And you notice what you don't see here is the image that you keep trying to say is in the book. Okay, scroll down. This is cover B. This is a manga-inspired variant. What is it that you don't see here? That art you keep criticizing. One more. This is Preston Acevedo's painted cover. Now, I understand. You don't know what a real woman looks like when somebody paints it. But this is it. This is what a real woman can look like. I know it's hard to get to the gym, ladies. I know it's really hard, especially in these trying times. But I'm going to tell you, there's this system called DDP Yoga. Diamond Dallas Page is a really good dude. He'll help you out. He'll make you become better than you are, and help you with that attitude problem too. He's really good with that.
Get on that DDP yoga.
Right. Now scroll down again because now I'm really getting pissed. This is in the interior art. I know that it's kind of hard to understand, but the guy who did cover A is also doing the interior art.
And that first page too. That's the kind of page that makes you go, "Oh, I need to pay attention."
Yeah, something bad happened here. I know. See, without any words on the thing, something bad has happened. You right? Now scroll down. I'll tell you when to stop. Just scroll down. Oh look, there she is again. Isn't that nice? You know what they're going to say here, though. Her legs are cut off. What stupid! I was like, let's go, Margin, stupid.
I don't know margin.
Dude, from the comments that I've been replying to, they have never seen the inside of a goddamn comic book.
No,
because they keep calling that print a comic book.
Also,
they call that print an entire comic book. One person said something about fucking reading it, and I was like, what the fuck? There's no words. How the fuck are you reading it?
Also, I think it's time we just be real and honest with our viewers. Perry doesn't need legs because PewDiePie doesn't need legs, and she's with Floor Gang.
Go, okay. Keep scrolling. I'm like you, Mike. I don't know.
Well, it's like, personally, I'm an ass man, so this is the first thing I noticed. But that's just me.
Yeah.
We made sure that she had a booty that
Oh,
balanced the boobs.
There's her form.
In a different costume that maybe they wouldn't cry about as much. I'm sure they would find something.
They would find something to cry about.
Well, they're going to complain about how
Can't
big
cry
her
about
boobs
the
are.
costume.
Yeah.
Boobs.
They could now, they want a legitimate criticism? I'll take this one. Yeah, that one's smaller than the rest of them. I got it. I'll take that criticism.
Oh no! Statos in the chat left the room. I had to come back in when I heard a bunch of people screaming my name. Then it was just someone said my art sucked. That probably
Yeah,
sucks.
well, they're fucking stupid.
Don't worry,
Stato.
they're retarded, and
We love your art, brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm a big fan of the one he did of Sir Dietrich. By the way, you wanna know what's funny? Dietrich ain't even the main fucking character of the book, and everybody already loves him.
Now here's gonna be the funny thing. Okay, you can scroll down a little more. Just keep going. Keep going. I mean, I think these are impactful scenes, especially getting impacted.
Pun
into
intended.
A car. Yeah, unintended pun. Keep going. Oh look,
way down there.
Yeah.
That means that they had to get that. They had to scroll past
all of that.
other art, and this is all they could come up with.
There's
They
got to
came
be
up
some
with-
bullshit here somewhere.
This. Here we go. We can make fun of this one.
And if you
Like-
what is that caption say underneath it?
Print.
Optional.
Yeah.
By
they
the
had to
way-
go all the way down there to find something. They had to go past all that other shit to find something to bitch about.
Real quick, I want to say a thank you because we've been at like 65 to 70 people steady for the last hour and a half. So to all you out there that are watching, thank you so much. This is probably like the biggest stream since I've basically restarted my YouTube stuff, here on Sleeveless Comics. So trust me, it means a lot to me. Chaos Sonic says, cue David Schreider shrieking about tits, and then even a woman with giant tits is pedophilic. I think he means Jason Schreier, but yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Schreier would call this lolicon.
Yep.
Jason Schreier's a fucking idiot.
Jesus.
What are we making fun about this print for? No, it's the whole thing, Anthony, is that their criticism was on a optional print that we used for color testing that Scott had done by his door kicker artist Ian Wariento. Right? The only way you get this print is if you buy it. It's an option.
Metal Movies and Brewskis is here, so I gotta throw up the horns.
Oh yeah,
Hey, brother.
that's a good dude right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's like Piper said, they had to scroll through all the good shit to get to the one thing they could maybe criticize, and even then,
Passing
every
this.
artist- yes,
So I gotta promote my boy.
yes. Every artist that I know who's looked at that, the thing they says it's a perspective. I mean,
So now she's off somewhere else calling me a dude.
oh, she's calling you a dude now.
You're being called a dude.
Yeah.
Report that misgendering as a violation of protocol.
Yeah, right.
So let me just say this to any social justice types out there. I've seen Piper in a low cut shirt. She ain't a dude.
Mm-mm.
Woman's packing howitzers. Like, don't even start that nonsense. It's a good thing I don't try to flirt. I'd be terrible at it.
He said, but I'm wondering what the criticism would be. They're trying to say that the way her hips are and her leg, they're trying to say she's got 2 knees or something. Apparently, they don't know what shading is.
Well, it's the new millennium, and thanks to these people, you should
right?
identify as somebody with as many knees as she wants.
Exactly. Bunch of neophobes.
Yeah, she's knee fluid.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, this is this is a color test that we thought turned out well enough, so we'll make it a print.
Wow, people are getting in there and doing some funny shit. Considering drawn avatars are typically cartoonishly idealized representations of their users, it's telling that yours manages to look like a bowl of smashed buttholes. You must.
Damn.
God damn.
Love you guys so much.
Wow.
Pixar's not confirmed.
Go look at the stream when where we actually launched 3 nights.
Was that?
That was distracting,
like,
Piper. Just so you know.
What day was that? What was that?
Frog G says they just mad because they got like 4 chins.
Her name on Twitter is Pleasantly Twisted.
Yeah.
So cute.
Oh my god! I'm like so quirky.
Oh god. Cover him up.
No, no, you can't. You do not insult people with multiple chins. This is the people's champion, the hut, and you can't insult people like that. That's just not nice. You can conservative something or other, and you go in New York. Sorry.
Yes, and also Anthony. Yes, that's it. The right hip is what's blowing their minds, and claiming she has 2 knees because, like I said, they obviously don't know what shading is.
Yeah.
Shading line is. So. But like I said,
I don't. Yeah, they fucking they had to make shit up even with that.
Yep.
Well, when they find they're in a bind, they just make some shit up. So. Yeah. All right. Oh goodness.
Everything I've seen so far looks better than that lady's Twitter profile.
Especially
Why have
this.
we not changed out the? Have we
Would
not
you-
changed?
Leave
Why
me
have you
alone.
not done this?
You leave me alone. I'm trying to rest on the weekend.
Failed me for the last time, Optimus.
I better do it tonight before I forget because I got a busy day tomorrow. So I'll do it as soon as we get off here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like that's nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm quite proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
See, and I still like the line work too. Like even seeing it without the colors, like I still think it's cool both ways.
You can see exactly what's supposed to be there.
They don't understand perspective either. Yeah, I know most of their So the right calf, her right looks both flat and enormous. I mean, the legs stuck out to me mostly. The curve and then the one that's bent, the foot thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, it's a fucking drawing and it's still doing its job, so I don't care.
Yeah. So like I said, it's I can, if it was just like I said, my big thing is if they just want to criticize the art, whatever, I don't care, right? Just like you guys in the chat, that's great. I get what you're saying, but the point in fact is that wasn't what I was upset about. But now they're trying to say they want to sue because somebody don't like their art. I don't want to sue anybody.
Yes, suing's expensive and it takes up a lot of time and shit.
But don't cross the line.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Chaos Sonic throws in another bug, says, Optimus, Xavier, Fizz Giggity, trust me, when we can get really savage. Just watch us roasting the fat hamburger. Oh, so they were there. They watched that stream.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good day.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny as shit. Like, I think this wasn't that the debut of "You look like this."
Yeah. that was brutal.
He called somebody a sea dumpster, and you're like just the scum of the earth if you say that word.
I thought the one on Hero Shack was pretty mean too, but
yeah,
that dude's still sore about that. Like he's like I was on Oz's show and he's like, Micah, you're just pure evil. I'm like, me? Okay, bud. if I'm your standard for evil, oh boy, you have not lived in the world. I'm
sorry that you created a dick monster, and and people didn't like it. Like.
Though I will say in search for heroes, I'm in search of art. Like that was a pretty good line.
That was
All right. I think at this point, let's go ahead and bring this almost to a close. Let's answer some questions from the chat here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So, Hardboiled Entertainment says, what's coming out first, the First Servant or the Peregrine Englewood crossover? Well, I think that the panel and I actually need to kind of discuss when we want to do that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'll want to get Peregrine fulfilled first.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wrote the story of Englewood in a sense to where the second Englewood book doesn't necessarily have to come out before that does. We could run both campaigns, like one on the graded account and one on mine, if we wanted to, But anyway, there's plenty of different ways to do it, but we'll come up with something and then we'll let you guys know because we're all excited about it.
Yeah,
that goes without saying. I've even got ideas for tiers and all this other stuff and things that we're gonna want to do. So, let's see here. Spore Hacker wants to know any updates on Englewood #2. Fully scripted. Brian and Armand have read it. Hatman still needs to edit it.
Shame him.
Yep. So Hatman is finishing the shipping on the fulfillment for Englewood. And once that is done, he is going to get everything edited for me. Because by the time it's finished, all of the scripts I'm working on, or have been working on over the last month, will probably be done. I will probably finish The First Servant by that time. So, which will let Bogdan get an early thing. By this time next year, Sleeveless Comics will be at a point just like your boy with Splato, where we're putting out, like, several books throughout the course of the year, like 4 or 5. So, basically what I'm hoping to do is basically have a book at the beginning of the year, then it goes in demand. Then the next book hits funding, or hits Indiegogo. Then once it goes in demand, next one. And it just kind of goes back and forth. So, when we get to that point, it'll be pretty exciting. So, because that way we can also give you guys consistent books coming out. So,
sorry, I got to say, I just saw something Cecil posted on Twitter.
Oh.
And it was the picture that we were showing earlier of Tom King and with the Catwoman face,
Mm-hmm.
And he goes Catwoman, written by Pussy Man.
Cecil, gotta love you. Let's see here. John Doe wants to know, will you watch She-Hulk? Probably not.
Before.
Why would I do that to me?
Yeah, there hasn't been good She-Hulk content in ages. If you want some good quality She-Hulk, you just go read some back issues.
Yeah, no kidding. Read the John Byrne run.
Yeah.
Read the Peter David run as well. Let's see here. Big Ultimate Agent says Big Ideas approves of Peregrine. I don't know who that is.
Woo!
Whoever that is, thank you.
Yeah,
Apparently he's a person of culture.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
My question is this, Ultimate Agent. Why aren't you sending him links of my books? I see how it is.
I think what you need to do is you need to put some more artwork showing off those knights' asses.
I guess so. My books admittedly don't have a lot of chicks in them yet, so we will fix that.
I'm just saying you need to show off some of those holy asses. Those are the asses in Christ's name.
Yeah, because that's what people really want in Comicsgate Comics, more man ass. But let's see here. Well, I think we can both answer this. Alan Hughes wants to know: is there any other Comicsgate character you would like to do a crossover with? So I will say this: Liam and I have considered doing a crossover between Project Lazarus and Xenotype.
Neat.
Yeah, that'll be pretty fucking cool. Given the nature of the team, I think that if you did a Graveyard Shift Graveyard Shift Project Lazarus crossover would work over really well. So, what about you guys for Peregrine?
What's that now?
What Comicsgate character would you like to do a crossover with? Aside from Englewood, of course.
Yeah. Today I had a interesting. I kind of came up with an interesting story for a Cyberfrog Peregrine crossover.
Oh shit.
Of course, it would be obviously who it would have to be up to. Besides that, I always try to keep her with, kind of people who are doing the hero thing. But I could also see her crossing over with something, not quite in that genre.
Well, we've got other characters that can go places.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Peregrine's just she's the flagship, but there will be more, more other books and stuff. So, but as it stands, just with Peregrine, yeah, I mean, I'd like her to see her punch Lone Star in the face. That would be interesting. That'd be less of a crossover, more of a sadistic, fun thing for me.
We actually, Preston and I were throwing around this idea for a reprint of Englewood. He's like, I'd be tempted to do a free sketch cover of the scene of Englewood leaving Lone Star tied up to a post outside of Chicago. I'm like, that would be pretty funny. But yeah. Mike would probably make a big stink out of it, and he'd probably borrow money from Doug TenNapel to sue me, so I'm not going to get into that. So, not worth the effort.
Yeah. I'm just kind of looking. I'm also kind of looking through my, my book collection.
Cecil and Peregrine on it. Yeah, dude.
What's that?
Cecil and Peregrine.
That
would be fucking funny. Like he just says on a cover, but that'd be funny regardless. Yeah.
I was told that like every Comicsgate book needs to have a Cecil insert in there somewhere. I could not figure out how to fit it in there. Next time, though, we got you, Cecil. Next time, but yeah, what would be an interesting one would be like Six Gun Gorilla and Peregrine.
That would be interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, you
had to do some wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. But other than that,
we got a guy for that.
Yeah. Could we? I think Brian would be down for that, don't you?
Oh yeah. Goes without saying.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Sister Bex wants to know: will Sir Dietrich be in other books? Stay tuned. We'll see what happens with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Hardboiled says, gonna guess Rennie doesn't qualify as a sperm whale. It's not like she's ever proven capable of gaining custody of such content.
Oof.
Ow. Damn.
Oof. Super dead.
Oh, yeah, Stato's got a good one. Super Dead in Peregrine.
That would be interesting.
I'd read it.
Considering I know a lot about the the concepts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
Mandy
think
told
we'll
me
have to
about it.
depend-
I'm sold.
It'd have to depend on the ending, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on the ending of Super Dead, in all honesty.
But if you ask me crossover, I'm like, dude, like, name
I guess
just about
if
any comic skate book. Like,
if you're throwing it in I guess if you throw it in a vacuum where endings don't matter, to other stories, that would be, that's the way I would put it.
Yep.
Doc Salem and Peregrine. See, Doc Salem, I think that would be a cool idea too, because, the idea of, Dr. Frankenstein, becoming a hero to atone for his past sins is a really cool idea. Of course, Preston.
It's Preston. Yeah.
Preston, yeah. So the Holy Ninja is like, I have arrived, and now we're going off the air.
Chaos Sonic donated another buck. Says the Saint versus Hydra Cap. Spoilers: Hydra Cap gets bitch slapped hard. Oh, Elijah would beat the piss out of him.
Mm-hmm.
It would be brutal to even watch.
Yeah. What's this I hear about lollies with pubes from the Holy Ninja?
Wow, he came in way late.
He did.
Oh man, you had to be there.
Good Preston, no best Preston.
Exactly.
We've Zenkai boosted him. We gave him his Bankai. Especially, and then after last night, he just became. I think I'm going to start calling Preston Scott Steiner because he came in with absolutely zero sympathy.
Hey, that's my moniker. Damn it.
Oh well, okay. Maybe he could be Rick Steiner then.
There
I don't
we
know.
go.
I can't imagine Preston going around going, oh, 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 oh.
Oh goodness. Let's see what else we got here. But yeah, Super Dead and Peregrine would definitely be interesting.
Yeah.
Chat, what else you got for us, question-wise? Why am I yawning? I clearly have not had enough caffeine today.
Yeah.
I got articles to write tonight.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Michael Beacon says, I think one comic with tons of cross potential for Seven Legions is Asami. Asami looks really good. I've always thought that was a really good looking book.
Yep. The speaking of which, one thing that I have Armand doing in the background is designing ninjas. Because as promised, people are like, will there be ninjas in Englewood? And we teased that on the cover.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a samurai on the cover, too. But there is a ninja. Right back here. There will be ninjas in Englewood Book 3. Which, Englewood Book 3 is, like, huge. We'll just put it that way. It's going to actually probably be several parts. So, Blade Devil and Peregrine would be interesting.
Yeah.
Blade Devil and Three Knights would be even more interesting because it's dark fantasy.
Yeah. Let's see, Alan Hughes says, I've had this pain in my big toe for weeks. What do you think it is?
Time to go see a doctor.
Well, yeah, and also, consult your physician when your Gail Simone flares up.
Right. Also, try and figure out if it's like a joint pain or if you got like an ingrown toenail. And if you do have an ingrown toenail, get that shit sorted before it gets infected. Trust me, I know.
Yeah. That's I love it. Yeah, Dark Gift had the final. That's a good final word on that. It's like I'm still flabbergasted that Moran said she didn't accept style as an excuse, but then likes her avatar because it's stylized.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Style is bullshit, but mine's styled and I like it.
Yeah.
Here, so people can see the updated version.
Yeah.
That's gonna look real nice on my wall. I'm gonna go get a custom frame made for it.
Yep.
As you should, because these are 11 by 17, so it's gonna substitute one of the either Thor or Beta Ray Bill.
When you say you're going to get a custom, I mean you can buy those, Xavier. You're going to go.
Can I?
Yeah, you can buy 11 by 17. I mean, unless you want to like actually have like a unique like gilded in gold Um,
Well, shit. You know, I was gonna sit there and pay $70 to have fucking frame made, professionally. But if I can get it for like 20, then I guess
That's how much these cost me, like 10. These frames, and they're nice and thick, and they look good. And I got them at Walmart, and then the big ones cost 20.
That'll go good next to my original Ninja Turtles movie poster.
Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna end up doing is, I don't know. I might put the Star Supreme one here. I haven't decided yet.
but I know
I gotta talk to Cider about a few things anyway.
Yeah.
But
but I know you want the Peregrine one right in view, so you can
oh yeah, and then right here is I'm having a custom made 3 Nights poster, right here.
Sweet.
So, and then inevitably there will be a Project Lazarus poster that I will put somewhere. It's not taking the place of Guts though. That Miura one, just know that ain't never going anywhere.
Right.
I love that one too much. Let's see here. Dark Gift says his Optimus standing across the room from his mic.
How about now?
There you go.
Yeah, it was.
No.
It auto went down. You know when you do an update, it's like, oh yeah, we're also going to screw with your settings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, Hardboiled wants to know, who would you cast to play Peregrine?
Have we been asked that question before, haven't we?
I think. I don't
No,
remember.
we all gave different answers. Oh shit! I just seen. Okay.
Hmm.
This is pretty good, actually. You want to see?
Sure.
Yes.
Fucking. Oh, bad. Oh, fucking. Wait. Twitter's doing some gay shit. Gay shit. Okay. I put it in the private chat because OptiPops can pull it up.
Yeah, I can get it.
I think it is worth because it's pretty classic and it's Anthony's reply. So
I'm throwing down. Get it in just a second. Do. All right, here we go.
right?
Oh yeah,
Classic.
so just to say I really like my avatar because it's stylized, but also looks like me. And then, wait, this is you, right? The art is still gonna be sit no matter how much y'all say scream, but style.
Oh no!
Anthony, my buddy, my pal, you didn't have to murder the woman.
Slavery is not legal! Good gravy.
Oh man.
But yeah, we've been asked who would we cast as Peregrine a few times, and I think my answer always changes because I'm like, I say Scarlett Johansson.
That would be a good one. She's got the.
She's got the curves.
face. Yeah, I was gonna say she's got the look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I go with ScarJo, but I think let's see if anybody new is available. You give somebody their break.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, could you see that casting call? Do you have big honking hooters and
And a booty.
Yeah.
Don't forget a booty. No butt pads.
It's a superhero. We're looking for extremely unrealistic body proportions.
Oh,
animated, honestly, I would love to see too.
I think animated would be amazing.
As long as they did like a DC animation style.
Oh yeah, something.
DC's at least got it going on in the animation department.
Yeah.
Bruce Timm presents Peregrine.
Oh man, if I could, man, can you imagine getting Bruce Timm to do an animated thing?
I've actually been like in the background talking with other people. Like, I've talked to Liam about it. I've talked to a few others. Like, we were actually looking into like who's done a ton of animation work and stuff. And I swear to God, it might be easier than we'd think. We just have to talk to the right people. Because there's like Korean studios that have done a ton of stuff that are really easy to contract and contact as well.
You can get a 23 to 25 minute episode OVA, depending on your style and how complex, for about $100,000.
There you go. You could crowdfund that.
And yeah.
So I've actually thought about it. You know, I've actually thought about it. Somebody asked who I would cast as Elijah as. I do actor illusions for all of my characters. The person I had in mind was a young Eamon Walker who did Kareem Saeed on Oz. But these days, everybody compares him to Michael B. Jordan or the guy who played T'Challa.
Why not Terry Crews?
Too old.
Ah.
And Elijah's athletic. He's not like he's not like, he's big, but he's not that big.
Yeah, Perth, he made a suggestion in the chat, so I looked her up, and I'm like, whoa.
Who dat?
Well, here you go. Check that out.
Alexandria.
Alexandria.
One?
Let me make that a little bigger.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the biggest thing is she's already got the face
Right.
and the eyes, you know?
She has a face? I'm sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, Mike is right
Right?
here.
Yeah, dude, she already looks like Peregrine.
Yeah.
She could be Peregrine.
She got that cold stare like Daniel Craig. Don't stare too close into her deadlights.
Well, what about these lights?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
As long as she can act, because I'm worried the picture almost
She's been in some
says,
movies, so it looks like
Okay.
yeah. So
That don't mean shit. Because Brie Larson has a career.
I
That's
understand what you're
That's
saying.
what I'm saying. I was like, she's got a Brie Larson kind of deer in headlights.
All right, let
face
me
in
look
that
here.
picture.
You know, I'll just check it. You know, I'll just looked over her.
Or that other chick. What's her
Wikipedia.
name?
1986, so she's in her 30s.
What about Sterling K. Brown?
She was in San Andreas. She played in the Baywatch movie.
Oh, this poor chick.
White Collar. She was also in White Collar, Always Sunny, True Detective, New Girl, and American Horror Story Hotel.
Yeah, she's not being casted. Her tits are being casted. That sounds like.
Yeah.
But that's rough. I hope she gets her break. Like genuinely for acting.
Well, let's see, and I love this one. Her first real role in movies was the Squid and the Whale, and the role was Pretty Girl.
Nah. But let's see here.
She was in Percy Jackson, apparently.
She was in Baywatch. She can act.
I don't think she's had like a starring role or anything, but
Sterling K. Brown has the height, and he's definitely got, size, but he's a little old. Cause
we should.
Elijah, like in the book, like just turned 30.
She is okay. We can at least know if she can speak because she's going to voice Lois Lane in the upcoming Superman Man of Tomorrow.
Oh,
Well, hey,
nice.
that means she's open to superhero gigs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now we just need like $1 gazillion and stuff.
We got it. Ooh, next campaign.
But no, this definitely sold me on the idea of Peregrine by Bruce Timm, because that's kind of the similar style to what Brian does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I would
Chadwick
only-
Boseman would be a pretty good pick. I think Michael B. Jordan would be a much better pick, but because he has size. He's a big
stylized.
dude.
Speaking of stylized, the people like that one dummy who said that about stylizing.
Mhm.
They would hate Bruce Timm's style.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Why is the women's waist so thin?
Why are her tits pointy?
Where her organs?
Yeah, it's a cartoon, stupid.
Gojira wants to know, how did Elijah accomplish so much before turning 30? So I'll actually read an excerpt from the book real quick for you. Because I outline his entire career in the book. That's basically the purpose of that interview. So,
He was a busy boy.
oh yeah. So it basically says, if those who don't know, Elijah here is probably one of the most accomplished athletes Chicago seen in a long time. Three-time Division I American All-American wrestler out of the U of I. So he was wrestling in college. Won the Big Ten championship his senior year. Also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now later on you'll see he's actually been studying these for a while. He wrestled all the way ever since he was a little kid. He's a tremendous wrestler. That's why he's such an explosive athlete, is because he can, and you'll actually see some of his wrestling in part 3 a lot, because there's some people he fights that are just as good striking as he is, and he has to grapple them. And there's going to be some Suplex City going on there.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, he was, and then he learned kickboxing. So basically, like, college athlete that transitioned into MMA, and there's a ton of guys who do that. He just basically went into MMA straight out of college because he was grabbed by a coach who thought he would be really good at it. So.
Oh, wow.
What?
Okay. We were actually sent something pretty juicy.
Oh?
We?
Yeah,
What's this
I
shit? I was over here.
What, Piper, what be going on?
Oh, is this
What did you do?
I'm gonna need to save this. And I did. And
We have no idea what's going on.
yeah, hold on.
Piper's being a woman, being coy. I'm just kidding.
No, we definitely. It would have been better if whoever the person could archive this for me. But oh wow, it's all tiny.
Do they have the link?
No, they friggin' sent screenshots.
Oh,
But I will.
upload them on the Discord.
And while we're real quick, just to kind of answer Gojira, I don't know how much of an MMA watcher you are, but let me show you who I kind of based Elijah's career off of a little bit.
Oh, John Jones, hell yeah.
He's a parallel to John Jones in a lot of ways. John is only a lot more likable.
Yeah. Okay, what's this?
This is what I said. Oh, we really need an archive of this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And there's a visual archive right now, Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, I already saved this screenshot, so I have that. Uh-oh.
Made by a group called Comicscape. Ren, baby, Boobala. We're called Graded Point 5. We consist of myself, Piper, Xavier, written by Scott McCullough, drawn by Douglas Franchin, colored by Farah Nurmaliza, and lettered by Eric Weathers. We are part of the Comicsgate movement that want to get rid of people like you from destroying our comic books. But as it stands, the book is put out by Graded Point 5. I don't see a Comicsgate label on that book. I know this is hard for you to understand, and I know it's really hard for you to compartmentalize things. Because you're literally dumber than a sack of hammers. And that's an insult to the hammer.
Yeah, we got some hammers in the audience, man. You might want to take that one back.
I'm this close to going on a Ricada rant. That real close, because you're literally, if you were the only person in the room, you would still be the dumbest person in the room. Think about that. What power do you think you have? You don't have power over me. You don't have power over my team.
Certainly don't have power over Indiegogo, a place you don't even do fucking business on.
Yeah.
Bitch, you can't do anything to any of us.
Nope.
And by the way, if you want to be Gail Simone, at least she has the sense to not say this shit on the fucking internet.
Yeah, she says it in her private group. Okay, I'm going to take this down because I'm going to see if I can get actual links.
You done goofed.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't fucking with any of us.
Nope. Nope.
I mean, for God's sake, woman, like, you tried to make Ta-Nehisi Coates, who you've never read before, out to be an inferior writer to me. Or an inferior writer, no, an inferior writer to him, and then you prove that he's inferior to me! Stupid!
Also, she's calling us alt-right, and I don't believe in an ethno-state. Do you guys believe in an ethno-state?
No. If anything, Micah has spent the better part of a year and a half, saying how dumb the alt-right is.
And I believe it
Not
was
to mention Jew.
I'm saying, it's like, doesn't the ADL officially define the alt-right as people that want an ethno-state? Why that sounds a lot like slanderous libel that is potentially damaging.
Yeah. Look, Ren, baby, you can criticize the art all you want.
Yeah, it's art.
That's all you. But that's fine. Don't mess with the business. We put our stuff out to let the market decide if they want to back it or they don't want to back it. If they want to buy it or if they don't want to buy it. That's the market, baby. That's the free market. You want to make us go away? Ignore us.
Yeah. Also, at the end of the day, you do not have the authority to tell people how they're allowed to piss their money away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry. I'm calmed down now.
Woo, got that one just with the right last second. I'm trying to see if I can get links though.
Yeah, archive that shit quickly because it's going to disappear before you know it.
Send me the screenshot and I'll give it to Scrump. He'll take care of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I put it in Discord in
Okay.
Comics.
All
We
right.
didn't hear from her again.
No, it's just Scrump's really good at getting things and archiving them. So, because it was literally when I posted that screenshot, he said, "Is this archived?" You know how Scrump talks. I'm like, "Is this archived?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Hold on a second, fam. I got you." And like 2 seconds later, okay, here you go.
He was there with us. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
You know, motherfuckers weren't there in the trenches with us in Gamergate. You don't fucking know. Archive fucking everything before you share shit. Before you go, hey, did you guys see this? You better be fucking archiving it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it's known that we're fucking talking about that shit's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Murphy's in the chat, says it seems like 40K is the magic number to get Rem's dumb attention. I don't know. I did it with 13 apparently. All I had to be was my usual loudmouth self.
Man, I've been so good when this campaign started. Kept to myself, staying away from drama, having to bite my tongue so much. It sucks ass. And she's going to come over here to my house.
Oh yeah. By the way, how many backers did you guys have when we started the stream?
I think it was
Not enough.
972.
yeah.
I got you 3 more.
Hey,
Oh, we're only 25 short, guys.
25 away.
we're gonna be a real boy.
Okay, can we send
25
Ethan
away.
that? Can we send Ethan that super chat again to see if he'll actually?
I'm gonna just say though, you guys sold more comics on my show than I did.
Oh shit, my bad.
Fuck.
Well,
Damn
your crowd made a good point. I forgot who it might have been. I forgot who said it, but he said, we probably already bought it, Micah. So
Yeah.
look at it.
That
That way.
is
Buy
true.
more.
Your audience probably bought it already.
Michael
Well,
Bancroft's in the
Put
chat too.
Put
He
titties
says,
on the cover.
Xavier sent out a super chat to Ethan where he says like, yeah, we're I think at the time we were like 45 away or something.
Yeah, we're like 50 away.
Yeah, we're like 50 away from getting 1,000 backers and blah blah blah. And then Ethan says, okay, see if you get with in 5 or 10.
there you go. Yeah, Michael Bancroft says he plans on being backer 1,000.
Oh shit.
Wait a minute, I thought he already backed.
Now back again. I backed it twice.
You did, yeah. You got that, and then you got Preston's cover.
Yeah, because Preston's cover came later. It had to get unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I need people to get me to 20K though, so I can pay Vinny to make me another cover.
Yeah. Everybody go back 3 nights, 4 days. For Christ's sake.
Yeah,
All right, Timbertone says I've already backed both books, Micah. I'm still waiting for Englewood. Timbertone, if you did not get a tracking number for that comic, email Hatman, Alex at hatman.net. Hardboiled, if you could please go ahead and put his Hatman's email in the chat, because I think Hatman took off after the Gwen Stacy thing. So that way Timbertone can get his tracking number, because we've sent all the books out. So if you do not have that tracking number yet, please let me know, so we can get that for you.
Also, make sure you give Hatman a hard time about it too, because there's a reason why he's the first man buried on Mars.
Yeah. All right, I got the archive.
Oh, did Dark Gift give it to you?
No, it was Dick.
Oh,
Not to mention, like,
Dark Gift says it's been archived, so if multiple people have the archive,
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah.
that's a good thing. Yeah.
y'all do know why
Keep
they're
an eye on that thread. I would want to watch that thread, see what else friggin' lets slip.
She ain't
Damn.
smart.
y'all do know
not
why they're
smart.
coming after us, though, right? Both you guys and me.
Mhm.
They think we're smaller creators. We're easy targets.
Mhm.
You know, nah, y'all no, like Ren, y'all didn't even know.
Mhm.
There ain't nobody in Comicsgate that's an easy target.
Yeah.
You know, they just don't exist because we're not alone here. And this
I
is
forgot. I forgot. Perth Comics reminded me. Let's get Peregrine to 50K so before that Piper mustache unlock.
Oh Jesus!
You did say something about you would wear a mustache.
But anyway, the fact of the matter is, and we'll close the stream out on this because we got to do business shit anyway.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, in CG we're not alone. You know, we got each other, and if we ever need help, all we have to do is ask people, and they'll give us a hand with it. Meanwhile, and I say this quite a bit to the people that hate CG, like the people who are around me want to be around me because we have fun together.
Yep.
You know, and we're fun to be around, especially me. But anyway.
I have a blast every time I come.
Exactly. But these people choose us not because of some sort of misery complex or some fucking daddy issues like you seem to have. They choose us because we're likable, because we're people, not weird personalities on the internet that just seem to be the blue-haired land whale version of the Playa Haters Club from fucking Chappelle's show. They choose us. Ain't nobody choosing you except other miserable people, and all you do is stir in your own misery. And every single time you assholes have ever tried to create anything, you expose exactly why you're so angry. You can't create shit. You're trash.
You know, it took us 4 or 5 people to make 34,000, and then we kept making money. It took you like 50.
Yeah.
And then you could only do it once.
Congratulations, you're still on food stamps. Nice job. Golf clap. The fact of the matter is this. You can't take us out. You can't destroy us. You've tried for years. Shit ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna do anything to these guys' book. You're sure it's not gonna do anything to my reputation. Sorry I'm better than your heroes. I can't help it. I'm just that goddamn good. So, for those of you who are in the chat, or if you're watching this on replay, if you have not backed Peregrine Wings of the Falcon yet, or 3 Nights 4 Days, please do so. I will make sure to put the links in the description. On top of all of that, like I said, we will be doing a second chance campaign for Englewood during the end of the month of August. Just going to be a 30-day quick campaign, quick fulfillment, right as it closes and we get disbursement. One thing I should also add, you're going to be helping Brian move out of the shitty situation he's in Chicago if you back that book. So, just a heads up, because and this is just an announcement from me. The original idea was that we were going to split the profits 3 ways. I'm giving my split to Brian.
Oh,
I don't want it.
It's nice.
I want him to have it. I want him and his wife to have a better life. I love those two to death. So,
All right.
but anyway, that needed to be said. So, to all you in the chat, we love you guys. Also, because they are in the chat as well, don't check out Michael Bancroft's The Lucent, and also check out our friend Mike Murphy. Well, Bancroft's my friend too, but check out our buddy Mike Murphy's book Deep Well, The Caliber of Death on Indiegogo as well. A lot of great books out there. So, with all that said, my name is Micah Curtis, and these guys have been Graded Point 5. We will see you guys next time.
Later on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.